right, we're going back to our Twitch world. Let's go. Let's dive in. Yo, what up, Rock Socks? I've never been so glad to be wrong. Yo, thank you for the biddies. What's up, Ren? Good to see you back in here, Ren, as well. Good morning. Welcome in here. What's up, Bit Zombie and Wing Goddess? Good to see Teddy Mackerel in the house. Good morning, Luna Paul. Welcome to the broadcast as well. Pastel, of course. Good morning.
AACCCK from Japan and happy to be here.
Oh, welcome back, dude. How was Japan, man? How was Japan, dude? How did Japan go, man? Thank you, Stormy Rivers, for 12 months. And thank you, Flo Dunny, for 45. Thank you so much, yo. Teeny Giraffe. Anybody else I missed? Gwen is in the house. Glenda's in the house. Good morning. Welcome to the show as well. I see Ryan Perpetrator out there. Welcome in here, Mills Art Nook. Yo, what's up? All right, we're back. This is where we saved last. Oh, yeah, we got our copper. Let's grab this copper here real quick. Welcome in. We're playing Solarpunk. It's our second episode of Solarpunk, and we just got the ability to make and use an airship, and we're back to play some more today. All right, what did we unlock? Basic home decor, iron tools. Ooh, I like that. So they don't break as easy, huh? So we need 5 iron for that. I think I have the 5 iron. I do. Now? This is epic.
This is epic.
Holy heck, chat's popping off. All right, I need to go get some iron so that we can make iron tools. Thank you, chat. Thank you so much. Oh, my chat's all messed up here. All right. Yo, what's up, Talan? Welcome to the show. I exist. Confirmed. I imagine Ocarina of Time isn't real. He would sue Nate the Hate. You think so? All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, 7 a.m. PT, 10 a.m. ET. And are we still eligible? No, the Moments badges are done. For now, they are finished. And we'll do more of that stuff in the future. Apologies if you didn't get your hands on them, but we will do more of them in the future. All right, well, for sure. I'll even do a couple that last for a whole month so people can just really relax. Yo, thank you, Leia, for the 31-month primer. Thank you, Dania, for the 5-pack. Rachie for the gifted sub. Holy heck, I can't even keep up. I'm trying to play games. Why am I even bothering? Thank you, Flo Dunny, again for 45. And I hope you had a great time in Japan, dude. I'd love to hear about what you got into in Japan. Oh, my pickaxe is already broken. Good thing we have iron because the pickaxes break so fast. Sheesh. The pickaxes suck. All right, let's go ahead and get this iron cooked up. All right, and then I'm going to make one more regular pickaxe. And let's go get some more iron. Can I answer the raffle if I'm lurking? Sure, that's no problem. Just imagine how you'll feel if there's no OOT announcement tomorrow and there's a bunch of third parties and nothing else. I'm smart enough to go into Nintendo Directs with like a level head, so I wouldn't be too disappointed because I never believed the Ocarina of Time remake rumors, even if I have been predicting an Ocarina of Time remake for a long time. I've been predicting one for years now, but I don't believe any leaks or rumors ever, so I don't ever disappoint myself in that sense. I'm wiser than that, you could say. Yeah, I don't ever disappoint myself like that. I just go into these directs hoping for the best, you know, whatever. So yeah, I would be okay. I do think there's gonna be a Zelda project no matter what though. So I think no matter what we're gonna get something Zelda because they've been doing something Zelda every year for a while, so. All right, grab that, plant that, get this cotton going, which is pretty important. Plant these cotton seeds, water this. All right, sick. Yo, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for all the love coming in. Thank you, Cozy, for the gift of the Duel Master D. You sniped him with the tier 2. What the heck? What you doing all that about? Holy heck. Thank you so much. All right. Let's do a little bit more iron. Let's just do more iron. All right, we have a bunch of rain collectors. We're good there. We're probably going to need more sticks and stone, so let's grab that stuff. Let's grab our honey. All right, let's get ourselves a little sip here. And,
come over from the tube to get my subby in.
Get it in, dude. Thank you. Thank you, Ali Bobali, for the 41 months. Thank you. Appreciate you, homie. All right, where's our bag at? Tweets up, treehouse and direct 95 minutes. We're getting a treehouse. We're getting a treehouse. That means they're going to be showing off a game. So it's like, what game is going to be getting treehoused? They don't usually treehouse Fire Emblem. Like, what's it going to be? Splatoon Raiders? Maybe Splatoon Raiders? They're not telling us? Oh, so maybe it's a new game. Dude, what if they announce a game and treehouse it in the same breath? Oh, dude, it could be Star Fox. Usually they announce them ahead of time. So treehouse is an event where it's like interviews. So Nintendo used to do this back in the day. A Nintendo treehouse is they sit down with a bunch of cutie interviewers and they play the game live on stream and they talk about it. Yeah, so they used to do this all the time. They would give us like an hour of like gameplay for like new games coming out. And they would show them off and they would talk about it. And it was always like a cute little presentation. It could be Star Fox. Yeah, it's usually 2 games. Usually tree houses are 2 games. In my history, it's usually like a 2-game showcase. Now it could just be 1 game, you know, I'm just going off of what I remember.
Squirtle.
50-minute direct and 95 minutes treehouse. Nintendo knew what they had to do. I'm almost so proud of Nintendo. I want to shed a tear I want to cry a little bit. They knew what they had to do, and they did it. They finally did it. Yo, salutes to the hype train. Thank you so much, Ham Labs, for the 250 bits. Thank you, Shellfire, for the 100 biddies as well. Thank you, Science for 15 months. Primer, mod check, primer. Thank you, Ali Bobali, for 41. Thank you again, Cozy. And thank you for the raid coming in here from Ren. And remember, we're doing a giveaway right now. Thank you, Rachie, for the gifted to Ren as well. Thank you again, Stormy Rivers and Legless for 29. And Flo Dunny. I did miss your reply there. Sarah Loves Anakin coming in with 17. Welcome to the show, Sarah. And yeah, hey, welcome to the show, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the hype train salutes. Salutes, even. Salutes. I don't know what the heck that word is. And welcome in. We are on day 8 of our week-long marathon. You guys are getting extra credit because I'm going to be here tomorrow as well. So you're getting day 9 confirmed. Extra credit is rolling in. Sarah Nicole coming in with a 33-monther as well. Thank you, Sarah, and good morning. Welcome to the show, Bobbins. I want to scroll up and see if I got a chance to hear from Flo Dunny. We just randomly exploded in the chat here. Here we go. Let me go ahead and click on this message. Twitch couldn't be moving slower, could it? Jeez. Holy heck, dude. It was amazing. It was amazing. You had a good time, dude. I'm glad you had a good time at Japan, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out today. And welcome home, I suppose. Welcome home. What up, Dat Baby and Aloe Boo? Welcome to the broadcast. Good morning, Panka. Yes, a direct has been announced. Cozy, would you mind editing the direct command and adding the link to it? Just the same command with the link. We got the link in mod chat. Holy heck. I've been so untrusting with Nintendo. I know. I'm the same way, dude. I'm the same way. 50-minute direct. What up, Mouse Marin and Food Manchu? 50-minute direct, dude. It's gonna be insane. 50-minute direct, dude. What's up, Anoki? How you doing today, Anaoki? Yeah, I was offering some badges for my chat for the weekend via Twitch's new system, but we offered them for four or 5 days. They are done for now. We'll do some more badges in the future, though. Don't worry. That's a system that we're going to do more of. And I have told the chat that we'll probably offer a new Tangy at some point for those that missed the Tangster, all right? So we'll do our best to make that stuff accessible. I feel like they're meant to be like moments badges, so I'm trying to kind of use them as such and not just, but I think in the future we will go ahead and offer like, you know, maybe like week long or month long ones, stuff like that. All right, let's sleep. 50 minutes. We'll do bingo. Yeah. Tomorrow morning, we'll start off with Animal Crossing. We'll build a bingo sheet and we'll hang out until 10 a.m. Yep. We'll do our normal thing. That's how we normally do it. So we'll be here at 8 a.m. We'll sit around. We'll make a bingo card. We'll hang out with Animal Crossing and yeah, light the beacons, baby. Light the beacons. Sound the alarm. All right, now that the hype settled down a little bit, we are going to be giving away some copies of Solarpunk. And if anybody's interested, we have I have a couple copies. So the developers of this game right here reached out to me and gave me a pre-access copy that I was able to play for a couple days. And then they gave me a handful of copies of the game to give away to all of you. And as a way to promote the game. So I'm not sponsored or anything, but it was a gifted product. And we're going to give away a couple copies of this game. If you don't know what you're looking at, this is Solarpunk, the brand new cozy survival game. And as much of an oxymoronic comment that is, it works. It's cozy and you're surviving. And the game is based in Sky Islands. So you see this beautiful world in front of me, and you build an airship and you fly between the islands and explore. And it's pretty cool, man. It's for $22 on the eShop right now, or you can get your hands on the game on Steam for I think $20. And we're going to be giving away a couple Steam copies in just a minute. So exclamation point raffle if you want a chance to win. One last call before I pick a winner here for the first copy of the game. And welcome in here, everybody. If you missed it this morning, I did a full recap of the Summer Games Fest. It's my own little personal recap where I went over a bunch of the showcases, as well as I went over a bunch of games that stood out to myself and this community. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, you are going to have to go back into the VOD, or you're going to have to go over to my YouTube channel, exclamation point YouTube, and you can rather go in and check out some of the content that you might have missed this morning. Otherwise, we did some moderators picks. I did some picks of my own from the event, but if you didn't know, we just spent a whole week watching Summer Games, a massive event. Included a week of nothing but brand new games, and it was pretty cool. So we did a little recap for it, and now we're going to finally settle in and play some games. The cool part about this whole thing is that we're not done yet. That's right. There's actually more event to come. Today, the India Games Showcase is going to be going live in just a little bit at 1 p.m. So we have one more event for the Summer Games Show, the Summer Games Fest, and then we have the Nintendo Direct tomorrow. All right, so one more event to go through, and that's today at 1 p.m. So we'll be watching the India Games Showcase. So stick with us if you want to see some more new games. Maybe you just didn't have a chance to watch all of the fun stuff, right? Maybe you just didn't have a chance to keep up because you've been busy. Maybe you've been in Japan. I don't know. So this will be your opportunity to check out another game show. And it's going to be worth it. I'll tell you, the game shows have been a blast. So let's go ahead and put our wood in here. I'm just trying to clean up my inventory. And yeah, I did a little mini review on this game the other day if you're looking for my thoughts, but it's fun. It's pretty well put together, and I think that the developers did a good job kind of creating an experience here, and yeah, it works. Survival, but also cozy does in fact work. It's not just a myth. It does in fact work. All right, we got 3 watermelons. We need 3 more watermelons. Well, actually, I need 1 more watermelon, but that's going to take a little while to grow. So, no, I agree. I think that third-person view is best. It's unfortunate that there's not an option to switch to third person. I do agree with that statement. I do enjoy third person and first person as an option. So this game might not be for everybody because of that, and I totally respect that. But yeah, I grew up playing Bethesda games, so you know, for me, I really love the option to switch back and forth. I'm right there with you. All right, let's drink some of this. All right, grab ourselves some honey. As you can see, I can barely keep up with all my stuff, but it's mostly because I'm waiting for some watermelons before I can progress to the next area. So I'm mostly just running around here like a chicken with his head cut off because I'm just waiting. So let's go ahead and farm up maybe a little bit more iron, because I think we're going to need more than just 7 pieces. And then we can maybe move on from this area. Nintendo Direct has been officially announced. Yes, it has. And I'm excited, man. I'm very, very excited. All right, let's go ahead and give away our first copy. We have 3 copies of Solarpunk to give away today. Let's give away our first copy of Solarpunk, brought to you by the developers here as we check out this game for the first time. And our first winner is going to be Binary Digit. Binary Digit, you just won yourself a copy of Solarpunk. I have at least 1 more game to give away for y'all. I have 1 more copy to give away. And I might even have 2 copies to give away. It just depends on what I want to do. Just depends on what I want to do. So let me make sure what copy I just gave you. Starts with a G. Okay, we can delete that one out of our list. And I think I gave this key up here to somebody else. Let me just go double check my DMs real quick. Yes, so that one can be deleted as well. Okay, cool. All right, jump back over to mod chat, and Binary Digit, enjoy your new game. So that is a fake. Sadly, lots of fakes out there. I'm just highly in dissent on all platforms. No underscores, no numbers. Thank you for reaching out. So there's lots of bots and fakes and stuff happening out there nowadays because there's an AI system where you can literally just have an AI agent go out and create bots for you and spam the internet. So just a heads up, it's gotten worse than it ever could be when it comes to impersonating creators. And while I consider myself on the smaller side of the creator scope, I'm apparently big enough to be impersonated, which is kind of a compliment. So just a heads up, I am not anybody but highly in dissent everywhere. Underscores and numbers don't exist for me. That's a fake. So if you ever get reached out by anybody who is highly in dissent and it isn't spelled just like it is here, HYLIANDESCENT, no underscores, no numbers. They are they are phony, they are fake, they are scamming. Don't ever click links that come into your DMs. I ain't going to DM you. No offense, I'm not going to send you a DM. I got hundreds of people watching me. You think I'm going to send you a DM? I can barely keep up with the people that need my attention. I can barely reply to emails. You think I'm sending you a DM? No offense. It ain't happening. So don't ever think I'm sending you a DM. And if it is going to be a DM, I'll make it clear why I'm reaching out to you. That's just not going to happen. All right. So yeah, don't ever think, don't ever reply to any of those scammers. I ain't sending nobody DMs. Again, I can barely keep up with the people I talk to as is. All right. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. All right. No, that's not how you spell it. It's Hylian, Descent, as in descent, as in descendants, as in falling descent. Yeah. Don't forget the S. Congrats on being a little bit famous, I guess. Yeah. I was kidding. Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to like type it out for the chat. And I was like, no, that's not me. Bad time to joke because scams are real and they suck. So, but I appreciate your merit regardless. How's the kitty? She's sleeping somewhere. She's doing well. She's doing well. There's a time and a place for jokes. And when I'm talking about scams is not one of them. It's a serious problem, and I have a very diverse audience and even different language barriers. So some people just truly might not know. Maybe if we grab all the potential fake names, the scammers can't get it. No, they'll figure it out somewhere. Don't underestimate the power of AI agent slop nonsense. They'll figure it out. They'll start pulling out the different versions of letters for accents and stuff. They'll get to it. Don't worry. There ain't no stopping it. That train has left. There ain't no stopping it. That train has left a long time. That train left the station a long time ago. It's almost possible as taking away all the bad passwords like guest 123. What's up, Unitato? Good to see you today. Be safe on the internet, yeah. That shadow had a mind of its own. I know the shadow work in this game is crazy. They do a pretty good job though. I like what this game is. I like the work that this game is putting in. All right, give me 5 of these, and let me make myself another metal pickaxe. All right. Oh, it's only 3. It's not 5. Okay. Let's get these crops watered. I can unlock sprinklers really soon. I unlock sprinklers really soon. I just need 1 more watermelon, and then I can start making sprinklers, I think, which is awesome. I really hope Nintendo doesn't show us what was shown during Summer Games Fest. Oh, that's gonna happen. I already said that this morning. Expect Final Fantasy VII, expect Resident Evil Code Veronica, and what was the other one that I said this morning? Oh yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of overlap. That's the unfortunate part of Nintendo always going last, because then we're just gonna get a bunch of rehashes from the whole week. That's why I'm happy it's 50 minutes, because if it was only 30 minutes, that would be a problem. But because it's 50 minutes, I'm okay with them doing rehashes, because now we can just throw 20 minutes away. My mindset is throw 20 minutes away right away. You guys are seeing 50 minutes? No, you're not. You're getting 30, because it's going to be 20 minutes of rehashes that we've already seen. Right? So don't think 50, think 20. And then you're not going to be disappointed, because if you go into it thinking we're going to get 50 minutes of brand new releases, that's not going to happen. You're going to get 30 minutes of indie games that are maybe being world premiered and Nintendo stuff, if you're lucky. The rest of it will be rehashes and releases that are coming out that we already know about, stuff like that. So don't go into it thinking you're getting a full 50 minutes of new games. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, 20 minutes of Final Fantasy VII alone. Yeah, so. Is this the only viewpoint in the game? Always looking down at your hand? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm just panning the camera down because I'm watering crops. But are you talking about first person view? Yeah, first person is the viewpoint of this game. But if you're asking why I'm looking down, it's because I'm watering my crops. It's not like the game is stuck that way. I'm just watering my crops. When do they do hard releases? Can I expect the Switch 2 Lite announcement? Probably not, but maybe. So there's some people who are of the belief that the Switch 2 Lite would make a lot of sense right away because they because of all the market issues and like all the issues with like, you know, them not having to increase prices and stuff. So maybe like it would make sense for them to release a Switch 2 Lite to make a more affordable option because people aren't going to be able to afford the Switch 2. So I think there is a universe where a Switch 2 Lite gets announced like sooner than maybe we would normally expect. But to give you some perspective, the Switch 1 Lite didn't release until like 5 years into the Switch 1's life. To give you some perspective, the Switch 1 Lite didn't release for like 4 or 5 years into the Switch 1's life. So I don't think you should go into the second year of the Switch 2 expecting a Switch 2 Lite. Don't expect it, because that's not how that works. But because of the really strange circumstances of like pricing and the world right now, maybe we will, right? It wouldn't hurt them to necessarily put a light out early, right? I don't think so. I think it would be a super wise decision for them to put a light out. So I think we could see a light soon. Yeah, plus Doxy brings up a good point. The Switch Lite, Doxy brings up a great point as well. Now that they've already made the Switch 1 Lite, it would probably be easier for them to put together the Switch 2 Lite. Yeah, that's a really good point. So like, they don't have to go through R&D, right? They don't have to go through research and development about it, right? They can just go straight into putting out a new game, our new console. So that actually really helps the chances, I think, of us getting a Switch 2 Lite. Actually, that's a really good point, right? Because R&D is something that takes a while, but you know, maybe they don't have to do as much of it because they've already put out a light console before. Drop that off there. We're probably gonna have to put some more wood into our oven at some point. Drop that in there. I got my bees buzzing over here. Can I turn my fire on? Refuel. Too empty to harvest. It's so close. Don't lie to me. It's so close. All right, let's drink some water. Got it. All right, let's just go to sleep. It would seem too early to put out a Switch 2 Lite considering they tried double dipping their profits on it. Right, exactly. That's why I don't think you can go into the second year of the Switch 2 thinking we're going to get a Switch Lite. That's most likely. I think that's very unlikely. It's possible, though. Nice. We're getting rainwater. We need this stuff. Right? I think it's very possible. But I don't know if you should, like, don't hold your breath kind of conversation. Right? Don't hold your breath kind of stuff. All right, let's make some more glass bottles and let's fill up some more bottles of water. We'll make 2 more glass bottles. And let's just fill up some more since we're getting that fresh rainwater anyways. Nice, dude. Now we got backup. Now we got backup in case we go through like a real harsh time or something. Maybe I should put a chest in like a shelter. Let me do that. Unfortunately, this game does not have crafting from chest, which I could sit here and talk about it for days. Like, why would you not do that? Oh, we better build this repair kit. Yeah. All right. Let me put a chest right here. This will be our, like, safe from, like, because there's supposed to be storms in the game where you can get struck by lightning and wind can destroy your stuff. I don't know to what extent, but there's supposed to be, like, nasty storms in the game. So I'm trying to prepare for, like, the worst. And I think maybe having, like, a secret little hidden, like, having a chest in shelter would help. I think once you have shelter, you're fine. They made it seem like as long as you have, like, walls, you're okay. But any lack of shelter could be troublesome. I know, not crafting from chest is just such a bad decision for a modern game. I'm not trying to criticize developers, like I know what game developers are going through. But I'm just saying, in 2026, no crafting from chest hurts. It's cumbersome. It's annoying. Yeah. Now, it's like some survival games, it maybe makes sense, but only if it matters to the survival. Yeah. They might add it later. Yeah, exactly. Yo, what's up, Prince Bo? And how you doing today, Icy Plums? Good morning, Rana Blue. And Deg Leon. Thank you, Deg Leon, again for that message, by the way. I really appreciate that. Good morning, Lauren. And good to see you, Lauren X. Oh, good to see you here today. And how you guys feeling? Welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for helping Lauren start the game. And there's also more information in the Discord. Exclamation point Discord, we have a whole channel with a bunch of infographics and stuff on how to play our little island game. So if you want to join us on that. Thank you again, Sarah Nicole and Sarah Loves Anakin for the support. And good morning. Malachi says, imagine the Switch 2 Lite is just a Switch 1 with a number 2 sticker on the back. Get out of here. All right, I think we can make some progress. We're just waiting for these watermelons. We're so close to just making progress and getting out of here. And I figure we might as well farm up as much materials as we can because, like, this is that kind of game where they just want you farming materials up. So what else can we craft, though? We just unlocked level 3 of our R&D table. So is there anything in here that we need? The storage shelves would be nice. The wax briquettes are actually really smart, so I can stop burning my wood. Let's do that right now. Let me grab this and wax, and let's stop burning our wood. We can make wax briquettes instead. Oh, I have to research it first. All right, once you research the item, now you can craft it. And apparently these last way longer in our ovens. So we can take our wood back out. And we can make put our wax briquette in there. Now the only problem is, just like Minecraft, if I throw something in there to cook, the wax briquette's gonna go away and it's gonna fuel the oven for a certain amount of time. So I want to make sure that when I use that oven next, I'm gonna put a lot of stuff in it so we take advantage. It's like using a lava bucket in Minecraft, if anybody knows that reference. It's like, it's a waste to put something in an oven for a lava bucket if you're not gonna, like, make sure that you're using it, right? Just hanging out before I take the little to school. Dude, Walnug, it's good to see you. You'll be playing this before you go to the dentist. Yeah, this game just released. All right, let me drink some more water while I can. All right, I'm playing with the controller, but the game also has keyboard and mouse accessibility. So you can play it on keyboard and mouse. I prefer keyboard and mouse, actually, but I'm playing on controller so I can get a feel for it. But I'll be honest, this game is one of those examples of a game that feels so much better on keyboard and mouse because you know for a fact that the game was designed around it. You can feel it in its bones. And it's like, you know, so like, as much as I love that the keyboard, I'm so happy the controller is an option. I probably won't like use it a bunch because I don't know. I just don't. I definitely prefer keyboard and mouse when it feels really good. All right. We have a bed. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we want to craft before we go on an adventure. We're about to go on the airship. You guys are going to see the airship for the first time. Let's basic home decor. So this game, the cozy part of this game is all about the decorating. So this game is a survival game that wants you to slow down. It wants you to slow down and actually spend time like decorating a little bit. That's kind of the vibe of this game, and it's really cool. Why don't we go ahead and build a greenhouse? Let's build a greenhouse. So we have a bunch of sand we're going to cook. Why don't we build a greenhouse? The game said that without a greenhouse, high winds can destroy your crops. That's what they said at the start of the game. So without a greenhouse, apparently high winds and bad storms can destroy your crops. So I think us investing in a greenhouse early actually kind of makes sense here. So why don't we do that? We need wood and we need glass. And we need our hammer. And then we need to go clear a field for the greenhouse. I'm thinking right here. And I don't know how big I want to make it, but go ahead and clear some trees up. Trying to plant raspberries. It says I need farmland. You need a hoe. Yeah. You need to hoe like a square of ground. It's real weird. I followed CLYM, a German streamer and co-founder of Solarpunk, and his Twitch streams developing Solarpunk. It was an interesting journey. What's up, Grey Loopy? That's super cool. Did you like Outbound? I don't remember Outbound. Has it been around for a while, or is it new? Is the decorating in the game rewarded? I don't know yet. Unfortunately, I think the answer to that is no. I think the only rewards for decorating are the greenhouse and stuff that's going to help you survive. But I think this game's whole cozy pitch is because you're supposed to just decorate and like enjoy it and like have fun with it. I think that's like the vibe I'm getting from the game. I could be wrong about that, but all right, glass materials research. Glass materials research. I'll put the sand back. Give me some glass. I don't think I'm going to be able to build the greenhouse. I don't have enough glass yet. All right. How do we go to... Here we go. Do I need a foundation first? No. Maybe I need a different upgrade. Hold on a second. So I got the ability to build glass stuff, but where's it at? You would think it would be in the hammer. So is it in like an upgraded hammer that I don't have access to yet? Now you can build with glass. Okay, I'm in the build menu. I'm not seeing a glass option. Maybe I need to upgrade my hammer first, which I don't have an option to do yet. All right, looks like we're not building a greenhouse yet. Build menu plus E. Oh, I see it up top. Sick. Thank you. Yeah, nice. I didn't see it up top. So we can also get brick later. We can also get brick. All right, let's build a glass foundation here. The foundation's a little bit weird to put down, in my experience. We had some trouble getting the foundation down and like working properly, but now that I know what I'm doing, we got this. All right, we got 3 pieces here. Dang it, I can't get any, I can't extend it here. Oh, this might be a bad place to do this. Let's destroy. Yeah, the terrain stuff is a little wonky. Are the islands randomly generated? No, I don't think so. I think the islands are all I think it's all a curated game. I think it's all curated. Directs at 10 a.m. Eastern. Thank you, Googly Eyes. We have another copy of this game to give away soon, y'all. We're going to give away a couple copies of this game throughout the day today. Yo, what's up, Town Off? My cat princess says hello. What up, Mac Daddy? Do you think Grounded 2 is going to come to the Switch? Yes, I think so. Is this game co-op? Yes! Yes! You guys can play with me right now! Is anybody picking it up? Yes, we can play together. We could just live in a world together. Why? Okay, 4. Can I get 6? Okay, we can go down. Nice. All right, that's enough. I don't think I'm going to be able to go any... All right, I'm out of sticks anyways. Sticks are a weird one because... All right, I think I can smash bushes for sticks. I can. Okay. You can have up to 4 people playing at once, I believe. You can have 4 people playing at once here. All right, I'm just trying to collect sticks. Running out of sticks gives you don't starve flashbacks. Yeah, some of the small trees provide sticks as well, but they have to be very underdeveloped trees. Like, let's see if this one gives me sticks or wood. I got wood. See, so like, yeah, you have to use bushes for sticks. Seemingly, yeah, which is fine. There's plenty of bushes, and they seem to regenerate. It seems like all the basic materials regenerate, but certain things don't. So I don't know for sure, but I think like bushes regenerate. I think, yeah, like basic materials regenerate, but I think there is like a certain level of finite in the world, which is kind of cool. Because it forces you to explore more areas to get materials. But I think basic stuff does... Alright, let's see if we can build a wall. Alright, I'm out of glass, unfortunately. Good thing we just got some more sand, though. Glass, sand, let's go. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but Ohio State will never beat me. But they do all the time. What do you mean? We love kicking your butt, Michigan. You see how I assumed? I instantly assumed that they were a Michigan fan. Because I know how one talks, all right? I know what the Michigan gang talks like, all right? All right, well, we got a ton of trees to plant here. Let's go ahead and plant some trees. I wonder if you can burn saplings. You probably can. Maybe we start stacking saplings. But I'm okay with replanting. All right. All right, we'll plant everything. So this game has a cool theme. For those that weren't here for the first day, we do have one episode where we do a review and everything. But this game has a theme where you can't kill the animals. You only coexist. So this game has like a green kind of energy, like a green initiative kind of energy. So you can't kill the animals. No animals can be killed in this game. You only coexist alongside them, and you utilize them in that way. So like the chickens can't be eaten, you can only harvest their eggs most likely, so on and so forth. So that's one of the big themes of this game that they advertised, that they're following through with, is you don't kill anything. So that's the difference between like a Minecraft, is no cow murder, no collecting leather. Like, that's not a thing this game is offering you. I don't know to what extent, but yeah, like, I don't think there's fish. There's fishing, but the fishing isn't for fish. Why do I need watermelons for sprinklers? I'm about to show you. I'm sorry that I've been getting distracted. So I need to trade. So let me explain what we've done so far in the game, and then I'll go get my watermelons. So we found a trader. All right, we found somebody who was trading, and they offered the knowledge of sprinklers if we get them some watermelons. All right, so that's where I can get them from. I have to give them four watermelons. All right, let's sleep and then let's go trade. Because I'm gonna need to go farm up more I'm gonna have to go farm up more sand anyways. When you were first playing the foundation, it said press T to adjust the height. Did you try that? I was. Yeah, I was spamming the T button. It's definitely one of those like new game woes kind of situations where it's just not quite as clean of a system as it could be. You know, yeah, like I did try raising the foundation. It's just funky. All right, let's go. So let's get our beeswax here. We might need more of that for bricks. We're out of... Go ahead and drop off this glass. Clear our inventory out of all this wood. I don't know if we're going to need any of this for our trip, because we might just be coming right back. And let's go ahead and eat these raspberries. Drink a little bit of water. All right, let's go. I can show you guys the airship. So this was like a very big deal. Oh, we need all this. I need all this sand. Is this sand or clay? Sand. Okay, I need all this sand. So this was like a pretty big deal when we first unlocked the airship. So it took some thinking. All right, so the game starts off and you're crash landed on this planet or on this island, and you start off and you're just focused on surviving. You got to make sure that you're eating and drinking. And there is an easy mode that makes it to where you have to worry less about eating and drinking. Just a heads up. So then we had to figure out that we had to build stairs to get up here. And this opened up a whole new area for us. And this little area up here had some ship parts for us. And those ship parts were what we needed in order to craft our first airship. And this was the ship parts right here. So we came up here and we collected as much stuff as we could up here. And as you see, I actually realized that we could probably get a bunch of sand. I thought we were low on sand, but it seems like there's actually a bunch. Now, there is fall damage in this game. So one of the ways you could die is fall damage. And if you play on the standard difficulty, then you can lose everything in your inventory if you die. But if you play on the easy difficulty, you don't lose anything when you die. That's the major difference between easy and hard, is that you don't drop loot on death. So that's a big deal for those of you that want a more casual experience. All right. So that's something that's worth mentioning. You can play the game on a more difficult setting, or you can just go ahead and go with it, right? Like I'll jump from here and I'll show you guys the fall damage really quick. So, all right. And that, let me move my camera. Look at the bottom left of the corner. That did just under half of my HP. So the fall damage actually matters, and you're going to want to be paying attention to the fall damage, like for sure. It definitely matters, and it's not something you can ignore, but obviously it's not something that you have to stress out about, especially depending on your settings and like how you want to play the game. So, but consider fall damage and like how you approach the game. Really cool that they offered options for people that don't want that of as rigid of an experience. And now I'm sitting here swimming in sand. So good. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to our airship and drop off these watermelons and see what the trader offers us. He's going to give us some sprinkler blueprints, but he's more than just going to give us sprinkler blueprints. He's actually about to give us the blueprints he's actually about to give us the ability to create electricity. So it's not just sprinklers we're about to get. We're about to get the ability to make electricity. So here's my airship, y'all. And so far, it doesn't seem like you have to worry about fuel or anything. You more so just have to worry about not crashing it. I think that your airship can take damage because they have airship repair kits. But I think the thing that's going to damage your airship is probably electricity. I think that you can get lightning struck. So I don't know to what level the airship damage is in the game. But this is what this game's kind of bringing to the table. This floating islands in the sky, airships, right? So we're going to go over here and we're going to land. I just wanted to fly around a little bit. All right, we're going to pull back our gas here. Just a little bit. Go forward. All right, pull back our gas a little bit. All right. Pretty easy to control the airship, but it takes a little while to get used to. It's easy to control, but it's going to take some time to get used to. All right, and here's the island. So I can show you guys the map here. You have to unlock the map. It doesn't start off with the map. True survival. And once you unlock the map, this is where you start. Here's my dock. Here's the trader. And here's one island we can visit with copper, which we already have visited. But then here's the rest of the game. So it seems like there's a good chunk of islands and a lot of room for them maybe to add more content later. And even if this looks small, it's not that small. Again, here's the starting island, and it's pretty big, and, you know, there's a comparison. So some of these islands are definitely small and are going to offer you tiny experiences, I think. But some of them are going to be larger and be somewhere that you could really set up a new home if you would like. So I think that's like the major draw of the game is you have the freedom to choose wherever you live. You can go exploring wherever you want to explore, create docks so you can go in and land safely in more places and so on and so forth. So this is, we can repair this if we have cobalt. This is our first little building, and we can learn about electricity here and the energy workbench if we trade this guy some watermelons. So we're going to do that. And you received 1 sprinkler, 1 generator, 1 network display, and 6 cable connectors. So not only did we get the ability to craft this stuff, now we just got the stuff. So this right here, if we can unlock this, we can get the energy workbench. So it doesn't look like we got the ability to craft this stuff yet. I wonder if he'll give it to us. Oh, here it is. 12 cotton for 1 blueprint. And then upcoming trades, 20 beeswax, 10 watermelons, 32 copper, and 5 silicone. I love this. They tell us, look at this. They tell us what's coming in the future so we can start preparing. So we need to get a bunch of watermelons, we need to get a bunch of copper, and we need a bunch of beeswax. But for now, we just need cotton, and we have a ton of cotton, so we're good. So let's go back home and go get these materials and set up our new sprinklers. Now I wonder, can you set up sprinklers in a greenhouse? That's like one thing I'm not sure. Can we set up sprinklers in a greenhouse? All right, let's head back to our main island. We're going the wrong way. Because I didn't actually think about leaving a space in the greenhouse for sprinklers. I didn't build a greenhouse yet, but I'm working on it. Yeah, I just needed to wait for some more sand to turn into glass. All right, let's fly back. All right, again, once we get closer, we can start slowing down. Oh, I just realized there's a whole nother area here that I've never visited on this island. Wait a second. I just realized this island has a whole nother location for me to visit. It's right up there. I don't think I've been up there yet. I wonder what's up there. It's probably just some loot. All right, sick. We need all the sticks we can get here. Keep grabbing stones. seen their vids on Steam. You need a power source and just put down wirings to your sprinkler. Yeah, right. I do have a power source. I'm just wondering if how the greenhouse works with all of that, because the greenhouse is a little bit different. I'm trying to build my crops into a greenhouse. So I'm wondering if I can put down a sprinkler like in here, right? Like maybe I can do that. Boom, I can. Wow, the sprinklers are cool. Can only be placed on terrain. All right. Can I take this back? Thank you. So I didn't think about it, but like, am I supposed to put... Yeah, am I not supposed to put foundation down? How do I get dirt plots in here? I didn't even think about that. How does one get dirt inside of their greenhouse? I didn't think about that. Are there dirt beds? I mean, that's what you would think. I don't see that option in here, right? Right now I just see... Yeah, just... You would think that... Oh, maybe it's like somewhere in here. What's this? Thin glass foundation? Walls, upper glass floor, more roofs, pillars. Interesting. Maybe I need to unlock like raised flower beds, right? Like maybe I just need to continue unlocking stuff. Yeah, maybe I need to unlock like raised flower beds or something. Yeah, so let's try to get the next tier, which is going to require me to get wheat. So we have to figure out how to get wheat, probably from that trader if I had to guess. All right, so yeah, we probably just have to keep researching. Let's just do that. The answer has been like, in this game, very often has been just like, keep researching. So meanwhile, let's go ahead and get our sprinkler going here. What is this? This is our energy generator. Insert fuel. Convert. 2 minutes of fuel. And now we have electricity, maybe? Oh, frick, our first lightning storm. Whoa, jump scare out of the wazoo, game. Will you not do that to players, dude? I already have the sound effects down to 7. It's probably under environmental value. Holy heck, you didn't have to do that. That's the only problem with playing indie games, man, is they just can't figure out that side of the games. Manage your game's volume better, dude. It's not fun for anybody. I don't understand. It's like, holy hell, man. It's like you don't want people at all to play your games with sound. Holy hell. Yo, what's up, DJ Psycho Slayer? Good to see you. All right, I'm trying to figure out how to get a cable attached to this. Demolish. All right, so obviously this goes in here. But does this connect? Oh, there we go. Got it. There it is. Got it. Nice. Nice. And we have working sprinklers. Not that we need them because it's raining, but at least we know they work. Not that we need them because it's raining, but at least we know they work. Nice. I think the lightning destroyed something. Yeah, it destroyed a tree, I'm pretty sure. We're going to go find out. Network display. A device that shows information about the connected energy network. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and put this down. No devices attached. Okay, so I want to attach one of these canisters to this. All right, boom. Devices connected to generators providing 120 watts. Energy balance 80. One sprinkler minus 40. I love this. This is mega nerdy. I love this. Yeah, it looks like they destroyed a tree back here. The lightning strike. Apparently, lightning is a big problem in this game. Like, it's like a big deal. Like, the lightning can destroy you, and the wind can destroy your crops if they're not protected, which is why I was trying to build a greenhouse. Because I knew that I could lose stuff. But, like, we're going to be fine, but still, like, no jokes around here, dude. All right, let's eat. We're kind of hungry. We're kind of hungry here. All right, boom, put that in there. Okay, all right. Well, we got rain. We got crops growing. We're collecting stuff. We needed to go take cotton to that. Now, I wonder if it's dangerous for us to go out and travel in the lightning storm. I'm going to go ahead and assume that it is, but I think we're going to go out and we're going to risk it anyways. Because it sounds fun. Let's go. Oh, wait. Let me go put my my generator away, I guess. I don't need this on me right now. Just in case I lose my stuff, because I could die here. Let's go find out what's going to happen. I wonder if the shop closes at nighttime. Maybe I should just sleep. All right, let's see. Dude, you can't see anything out here. Don't I have some lights I can turn on? What button is lights? One of these buttons is lights. Oh, look at this! There is a third-person mode while you're flying the ship! Toggle light A. Nice! Dude, I didn't know that. Alright, this is a bad idea. I literally can't see anything. Why did I come out here? What? This is such a bad idea. I can't... Now I'm stranded. I can't see where I came from. I can't see where I'm at. Okay, I have a map at least, so we can go back here. Dude, this is a bad decision. Let's get out of here, dude. Alright, flying the ship is weird in third person, though. It's a lot easier to fly in first. Ooh. Alright. No, pull it back. Pull it back. Doc. Literally flying blind. Yeah, like I couldn't see a word. I can't see a thing, dude. All right, let's go to sleep. Maybe we can sleep the storm away and hope our house doesn't burn down or something. Sleep. Is there a third person when walking around? I don't think so, but I'm gonna find out. What's up, Redberry? All right, let's go see the aftermath of the storm. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that there's only the third-person view for... What the heck? Did I just put down a marker? I can put down waypoints? Okay. Cool. I can't, like, delete them, though. Now they're just stuck there. Can I remove it? No? Okay. Maybe they just go away after a while. All right, we could turn the game back up now that we're not being stormed on. Yeah, I don't think there's a third-person view option for this mode, unfortunately. Nice. Give me 11 seconds of sprinkler usage. 11 seconds of sprinkler. That's all I need. Oh, the wind is pretty harsh. Dude, look at the wind right now. Dang, the wind is pretty crazy. I like the wind effect in the game. It's pretty cool. Drink some water. Some more glass going. I'm just going to keep producing glass until I can't anymore because I know how much I need. All right, let's go back and finish this quest and see what this dude's about to hook us up with. Let's go. And then we can go farm up some more copper while we're out. Let's go. My character is hungry, but I don't want to eat the watermelons. All right, sick. So remember, we're in the humble beginnings of the game. You know, like we haven't like done much. Oh, it's cool. I think I can just like put the car into like drive and we can just put the controller down. Isn't that sick? Look at this. I can just like chill because like you can like just put it in drive. All right, slow her down. Slow her down. Slow her down. Pull it back. Pull it back. Perfect. I don't know if you can play this with first-person view. It's hard for me. Yeah. I understand that for sure. You're not alone with that, Jessica. A lot of people don't like the experience of first-person games. Yeah. Definitely not the first time I've heard that. All right, and we finally got the research tier. Look, next we need silicon and we need more blueprints for a solar panel. Sick. And for a weather station and switch. So we can know when the weather's going to change on us. Nice. All right, what do you want next? 20 beeswax and then 10 watermelons. All right, easy. Easy. All right, let's go get some copper. It doesn't look like we've extended our range yet, so we still need airship upgrades in order to extend the range we can go. That white ring is the range at which we can explore. So the game doesn't let you just explore everything instantly. There's a range your ship is allowed to go. It's like a wind wall or something weird. It's basically like a wind wall. So I like this though because the game paces it, all right? So the game kind of tells you without saying that you have to go find more upgrades. So instead of you just like having to guess like, oh, can I go explore? Can I go do this? Instead, the game kind of forces a paced experience on you and kind of says, hey, oh wait, this is a little high up. Hold on a second. We don't want to be docking this high up. And, you know, it kind of says like, hey, you can't progress through this area until you go and get these items. So it's like it kind of forces a certain level of progression around on you. All right, nice. Yeah, you do upgrade your ship over time, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's cut these. Let's get some bushes and some sticks. All right. And then, of course, this game has the perk of, like, if you see an island that you want to live on, you can just, like, switch over and just decide to live here. Right? I could just move here if I wanted, but I don't feel the need to build a house here yet. For now, we're actually here for copper. We're going to bring home as much copper as we can, and then we're going to head back. So, We're just here for some loot. I'm sure we're gonna need more copper later. I'm just gonna go through my whole pickaxe because I only brought one with me. All right, let's go. Can I fly my ship from here? Do I have to get in there? But how do I get back in? Wait, I screwed myself. Wait a second. I didn't think this through. Do I have to build a ladder to get in here? Hold on. I do have my build menu on me. Thankfully I have my build menu on me, but I don't have any wood, so I need to cut down a tree real quick. Imagine soft lock. I don't know. What would you do here? Yeah, like the game has an unstuck option. So in the settings, I think. So you could maybe just unstuck. But then would you have to build a whole new airship somewhere? Oh, never mind. I jumped in. Never mind. We weren't stuck anyways. But lesson learned, dude. Now I know not to mess around. All right. How did I activate first person mode? Well, in here last time. I don't know how I did it. I was just pressing buttons on the controller. Z? Oh, was it a keyboard and mouse option? Yeah, I don't know. My controller, let me switch. It's not Z. Mouse wheel, F, T. Sick. I don't know what it is on controller, but we got it. I do kind of like flying a little bit more in third person. That's how I feel in like No Man's Sky as well, actually. Whoa, slow it down, slow it down. Bring it around town. Bow, 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 bow. I will say that I was finding it easier to fly in first person because the controls are directly in front of me. And that's the difference. It's like when I see the controls, I have a better idea of like what I'm doing, right? Yeah, T does not, unfortunately, does not work. Yeah. So they, maybe they'll add the option of third person later, especially if enough people ask about it. But doesn't seem like it right now. All right, let's go ahead and build a quick staircase up here. Because I realized I've never been up here. And I'm assuming there's nothing up here but just sticks and stuff, but... Nice. Some cotton. We can start another cotton seed. Oh, look at this. Some iron sitting up here for grabs. All right, cool. We'll come back up here and grab some stuff soon. Is it harder to fly when it's windy? Maybe, dude. Maybe that's why it felt so weird. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a really good comment, actually. How fast does stuff respawn? Well, I don't think everything respawns. I can tell you right now, not all resources are finite in this game. I can tell you that for sure. Yeah, not all resources are finite in this game. So some stuff respawns, some stuff doesn't. I couldn't tell you like which ones are which off the top of my head, but so yeah, it just depends. For example, I think sticks, stones, bushes, and like rock outcrops and stuff all respawn. But I've never had any ore respawn here. I only have access to this ore spot here now. No little ore nodes. So like, yeah, I think the game is a blend of some stuff respawns to make sure you don't get soft locked, but then some stuff doesn't, forcing you to kind of think about your resources a little and go explore other areas and stuff like that. Insert fuel. Okay, that doesn't work. Insert fuel. Yeah, water them crops, baby. Is it watering? It probably needs a couple seconds, just like my watering can does. Nice. They're watered. Yep. No, I haven't given away the next copy of the game yet. We can do that here shortly though. I'll take a quick break and I'll get some coffee before my coffee pot turns off, and then we can do that. All right, we need to grow 10 watermelons and we're getting close so that we can get the next blueprint. Why don't we go and see what it costs to get some of the upgrades we just purchased though. Also, this rock was not here before, so it looks like sand might also respawn. There you go. Seems like sand might actually respawn. All right, drop this off. Exit out here. Oh, we're getting some rain. Oh, another thunderstorm. Turn this down. Oh, we got another thunderstorm. Don't destroy my watermelons, please. Ay caramba. Sorry, I have to turn the game down because it's loud. The lightning's loud. Ay caramba. All right, we got some copper ore to cook. Can we cook in a storm? We can. Okay. I wonder if the rain will put my oven out. I don't think that's how that works. All right, let's take some cotton out. Cotton Eye Joe. And let's make another wax set brick. Real quick. I need two wax. All right, we'll have another wax set brick. This will be for fuel. Oh yeah, that's gonna burn for days. All right, we'll drop another wax set brick in here. And let's get some more sand converted. I don't know if we need... I don't know if, like... we should hesitate from converting everything to glass or not. I'm gonna craft a chest just for wood. I feel like I need one of those. Just for wood and sticks. Just for wood and sticks in here. So we don't clog up our inventory because we have so much glass, right? We're gonna have so much glass. You know, we gotta get that organization early. You gotta get in here and you gotta organize early. Gotta get in here and you gotta organize early. How many items can stack? Every item has its own stack count. It's weird. Some items can stack 32. Some can stack for like 16. It's real funky. It's like it depends on the item, I guess. It's definitely funky. I know this game can give you guys some motion sickness. I'll try not to be so erratic with my camera turns and stuff, but it's tough. It's tough because I don't get motion sick myself. So I'll try to be a little bit more gentle with the camera rotations and stuff for y'all. All right. Let's put our cloth away. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, that was right next to me. I wonder if that would have killed me, dude. Hello? All right, can we make another oven? All right, what did we just get some recipes? What, here it is, energy crafting table. 6 copper, 5 iron, wood, and glass. Perfect. All right, new crafting table coming up. New crafting table coming up. The energy crafting table, an advanced crafting table, especially for electric devices. Boom, 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 boom. Especially for electric devices. That's what we want. I feel like my character's perpetually starving because I'm not eating the watermelons I'm growing. No. Whoa, did that destroy my stuff? Dude, that was like on top of my stuff over here. It didn't destroy anything, thankfully. Jeez, this lightning is getting a little cheeky, dude. This lightning's getting a little cheeky on us, man. All right, new crafting table. Let's put this bad boy right here. I'm just gonna go to sleep because I can't see a damn thing. Can't see a damn thing in this game in the dark, and they don't give you like a flashlight option, which is super funky. They really expect you to just use like torches and stuff, I guess. Yeah, they basically just expect you to put your character to sleep. If it's nighttime, you sleep in this game. That's how this game works. If it's nighttime, you sleep because you just can't see anything. All right. Look at that. We can make cables. We can make drills. A drill can be used to mine ore, can only be used on flat ore patch. That's sick. Dude, an automatic drill? I didn't even think that was going to be a thing in this game. Dude, all right, we can also make more sprinklers. All right, we got to start off making sprinklers. Unfortunately, when I went to sleep, I let my ovens turn. No. I let all my fuel turn off. No, I was trying to avoid that so much. And then I forgot and went to bed. My wax briquettes are wasted. That's fine. All right. Iron and copper make sprinklers. Let's craft 2 more sprinklers, and then we don't have to worry about this anymore, and we can get this mostly watered. All right, let's grab some power tubes here. And here. And then here. All right, and then we do need to start actually putting like real fuel in here. So let's... I wonder if we can use the wax briquettes for... Ooh, now this is going to be an expensive endeavor, but why don't we test it out? Wonder if we can put the wax briquettes inside of the electricity. Yeah, look at that, 4 full minutes. So that's pretty good. Now, because I'm only using this for like watering, I don't actually want to waste all of that. Wow, the wood was even better though. Wait a second, the wood was way better than the wax briquette. Okay, well, never mind, I guess. You know, never mind, I guess. What's up, L Rob? Good to see you today, dude. Sorry to hear about the stress today, man. And loving the chat for the cat Olive. Good morning, Spartan Leonidas. Welcome to the show today as well. And welcome in. What up, Mary Rose? Good morning, Stormy Rivers. What's up, lovely girl Liz? Welcome to the broadcast today. Whimzu's in the house as well. Thanks for the follows. And over on YouTube, we also had a new subscription this morning. So thank you for that as well. All right, our sprinklers are working their magic. We're getting our food on. All right, sprinklers are doing their thing. They're sprinkling all right. The sprinklers are sprinkling all right. Okay, let me grab some wax. All right, what's our next goal? We just used up all of our iron and all of our copper, basically. So we need to go mining. So we got to make ourselves a new pickaxe. Do we have some iron left for that? No, we don't. Well, that was stupid of me. Why would I not make a new pickaxe before I wasted? So let's build 2 of these and let's go farm some iron up. And then maybe we're ready to start approaching the greenhouse again. I still don't know how the greenhouse is going to work because we still can't craft like a dirt plot for the inside of the greenhouse. But we do have everything but roofs here. All right, we officially have a greenhouse. It's done. Full greenhouse, but we don't know how to use it because we can't hoe the terrain. So we need like some kind of raised garden beds or something. Make it bigger so the dirt can be in the inside. I have to make it bigger. Oh, well, that's like impossible, unfortunately, because I can't go any further this way. So they're just like screwing me. The terrain stuff is actually probably my least favorite thing about this game. Because like it's like press T to like you can change the height, but it doesn't do anything. It just doesn't do anything. It's like this is so dumb. I really this is probably my least favorite part of the game. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work. You just can't put down stuff where you want to put it down at all. It's very unfortunate, too, because this game has a lot of stuff going for it, and then it just has, like, the most omega frustrating stuff as well. And it's like, I'm literally trying to build, and I keep getting stopped building the whole time. Like, it's like, and then it says if you press T, you can raise or lower it, but it doesn't do anything. Now, I do have access to a thinner foundation. Maybe I was supposed to use the thin foundation. Let's try that. Let's try demolishing. Wait, I can demolish the foundation but keep the rest. Wait, I guess that's what I was. Wait, what? Yeah, I had to have the foundation to build it, but then they just let me take it away. I guess that's kind of cool. What? So I had to have the foundation to build it, to mind you, but I guess I can just delete the foundation afterwards. Like, is this gonna stop my house from being like, am I still living in a home? I guess you can just be like, I guess that's a little bit not intuitive. Let's just be real. Like, that's just not that intuitive. Like, how was I supposed to guess, like, oh, you're not supposed to have a foundation on your greenhouse? Like, what? I needed a foundation to build the building. Why would I think to take the foundation away? That's, like, very not intuitive at all. Well, I'm glad I'm streaming the game so you guys can all get past these problems that I'm running into. All right, nice. All right, sick. And then let's go and... All right, we can't dig up these seeds, I don't think. I might have to wait for them to grow. Let's practice on one of these. Once you plant a seed, can you dig it back up again? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Let's get our watermelon seeds back. Let's grab all of this. All right. We're going to grab everything. And we're moving this whole operation towards the greenhouse. We're moving this whole operation to the greenhouse. Let's go. Are we feeling about Pocopia DLC tomorrow? I don't know. The rumors were that it was the 6th. Or sorry, the start of spring next year for the release. So I guess the question is, would they want to announce it that early? That's my question. Would they want to announce the DLC that early? All right, sprinkler should be perfectly placed right in the center here. That goes in there. We'll have this running in the back. Boom. Put that there. And then grab this. Put that there. And then insert some fuel. And we are off. Nice, dude. All right, now we're just going to go ahead and just hoe the ground outside here because I can't build my greenhouse any further to the right here. Well, maybe I can. Hold on a second. Wait, I have an idea. What if I destroy this wall? And what if I just extend this wall this way? Oh, it won't let me. And now I have a hole here because there's no foundation. Son of a B word. Why would I do that? It's not even counting as a building because it's not even counting. It's not even a building anymore. I broke it. I'm such an idiot. It's not even counting as a build. It's like I broke the whole thing, dude. I'm such an idiot. I thought I could like add more walls to the walls, but they're not letting me do that. I'm such an idiot. Well, I'm just going to have 2 doors on my greenhouse because, and hopefully that still protects the crops. Outgamed by the game. It's like basically I have to build like a whole new greenhouse. All right, this is the foundation. They had the option for like a thin foundation. So does that mean can I build walls on the foundation? I can. I'm just out of sticks. All right.
Being here for stream.
Uh-oh, hopefully it's not another thunderstorm. Hey, yo, thank you, Kate Nicholas. Dude, it's good to see you. How you been? Oh, it's another thunderstorm. We better turn this game down. Dude, good to see you, Kate. How you been, man? All right. I need to find as many sticks as... Oh, I can break wood down into sticks. I can't believe I keep forgetting that. Yeah, I have all the sticks I need. I can use my personal crafting menu. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so we're gonna demolish this and this. All right, boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then let's go ahead and here. Okay, let's go grab some more glass. This is going to work out really well. So finding the second type of foundation made a big deal. So that's like a big part of it. Like finding that second level foundation was massive. Because now I can use this foundation as like my base, right? And then I can use this one if I need like something to stand on. You see like, so that finding that, and I wonder if there's an option here as well. There's not. But finding this like this like thin foundation really made a difference. So if I want, I can have like I want to have the front door like right here, I guess. I'm not sure if I could do like stairs, but for now I'll just jump up. And then we'll do a door here. Sick. And then boom, boom, boom. All right, we're out of glass. But we're going with a way bigger project, which is pretty awesome. So I think I have some sand to cook up. I adore thunderstorms in games. Yeah, it's cool. Up some sticks. Looks like some trees got hit over here. Drink a bunch of water. Yeah, I need to get more sand cooked up. And we need to go and find some more sand. And I need to get these crops in the ground because I need to be able to eat. And I don't have any crops growing, so we need to get some crops in the ground here. Oh, and I lost my hoe. Frick. We can craft one here. Pocket sand. Boom. And since you can place the sprinklers like on top of the dirt plots, you don't have to actually worry. You don't actually have to worry about this leaving space for the sprinklers, which is a pretty cool little quality of life that I didn't ever think about. I never thought about like my sprinkler placement being like something that could be different in a game. That's pretty cool. All right, and then we need to get these seeds down. Oh, I do have some raspberries growing. That's good. That makes me feel better. I didn't think I had any raspberries growing during this whole time, and I was panicking. I'm like, dude, I don't have any food. I think my character might starve to death soon, so I might have to eat some of those stashed watermelons. All right, let's go sleep. What's up, Matcha Mate? Solarpunk's been fun so far. Yeah, it's a little frustrating at times because there's some things that they definitely could have made a little smoother, but in the end, it's a blast. Yeah, so the setting that I'm using, the game setting that I'm using, makes it to where I drop everything from my inventory when I die. I'm not sure if it's like something that you can like go back and pick up, or I don't know. We could go testing. We could go drop all the stuff out of our inventory and figure out what happens when we die the next thunderstorm or something, if you guys would like. I wouldn't mind doing that. All right, crops are growing. All right, hopefully this is the last time we're picking this stuff up. Looks like we're gonna have to eat some watermelons. We're gonna have to slow down our gameplay a little bit, because really what's going on here is because I'm saving all my watermelons, I'm like, I don't want to eat them for the quest, but I need to just respect that this game's gonna be a slower pace, and like I need to go eat those gosh darn watermelons before I die. You can check what happens when you starve to death. True. Yeah, we might as well. Yeah, we should. We're getting close. True. True. All right, we'll do watermelons here. All right. I believe I can put this like right here. And it's going to be watering everything it touches, I think. Grab this. All right, and we're good on power. And then we just need to make some fuel here. And then I'm going to have to water some. Actually, let me go bring the rest of my sprinklers here. Do I have any more? I do. Okay, good. Let's get some wood to power our stuff. You think Obscura Expedition 33 is going to get announced for Switch 2 tomorrow? I can see that. That's actually a really good call out. How do we fix the greenhouse problem? We used a different, there was like a different foundation option that was like called thin foundation that you're supposed to use. And then you're only supposed to use the regular foundation for stuff like this. So the thin foundation allowed us to build an actual greenhouse instead of this foundation that was giving us a ton of trouble. It doesn't solve the problem that this type of foundation sucks, and there's a bunch of it in the game. So hopefully they can figure that out. But it did solve our problem, which was, you know, not being able to build this effing greenhouse, so... Boom. Wait, I did that wrong. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, but... No, stop. Demolish. It doesn't matter, but it matters for my brain. Alright. And then let's put 23 wood in here. That's a lot. We don't need that much, I don't think. Oh, I guess we do. Just put it all. All right, and I think this whole greenhouse is now going to be perpetually watered. This is sick. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, now I find... Look at that, dude. Yo. All right. Now, the greenhouse isn't completed, as you can see here. So we need to go around and collect some sand. And we need to get some... we need to get some more glass. We need a roof. And we need to finish those walls, but we can do that here. So I can definitely confirm that sand is respawning. So these little sand chunks are definitely respawning around the map. So I can tell you that. I can confirm that as far as the resources. So sticks, stones, and sand seem to be the resources that are respawning. And then it seems like the flat ore patches never run out. So you can use the flat ore patches for your automation. It doesn't seem like those ever run out. Can you feed the chicken? I can't interact with the chicken yet. The game wouldn't let me. I think I need to unlock something. Weirdly enough, the chicken, like, I need to unlock, like, the ability to build a house for them or something. And I thought that I would get it pretty soon, but I'm not getting it early at all. It seems like that's not something they're giving me early at all in the playthrough. So that's something I'm sure we're going to unlock over time. But I can't do anything with them yet. What's up, M and Beyond? All right, we'll go through all of our pickaxe here. All right, sick. And let's go get this glass cooked up. So yeah, this is Solarpunk, everybody. It's pretty chill, as you can tell. It's pretty laid back. And definitely living up to the name of cozy as they had advertised. At least I'd say this game is pretty freaking cozy. And let's go ahead and create another wax briquette here. And let's get that fuel going. So we start cooking up this glass. And we need iron cooking as well. We'll do that soon. Except for the thunderstorms. Yeah, the thunderstorms definitely take the cozy factor down a notch. But also could increase the cozy factor for some people, because some people just love thunderstorms. So I think that the more you play the game, the more cozy the thunderstorms will become. The less you're afraid of them, the more cozy it will become. This off. Sand. I'm gonna need that soon. We're cooking this stuff. These are my tools. We have another sapling. Plant that there. All right, might as well get this oven going as well. We have enough wood. Screw it. And then we can actually just cut down a tree here. Collect some more wood. What does everyone think Nintendo's cooking for tomorrow? I have no idea what that company's doing right now. Good freaking question, man. Yeah, they actually announced a direct. A direct has been announced for tomorrow. It is official. Finally. Final effing Lee. They made us wait for that one. All right, one more iron and I can make myself a way better pickaxe, which is nice. And then I think we'll go and we'll spend that whole iron pickaxe on just getting more iron. Welcome to the world of a crafting sim. We're going to use that iron we just got to go farm up more iron. And we're just going to blow. Too hungry to sprint. Uh-oh, here we go. The hunger pains are starting, chat. We're going to figure out what happens when we starve to death. We can no longer run. We can no longer sprint. Dude, I mean, Animal Crossing could totally be a thing, man. I've been saying it for a long time. Animal Crossing 2026, 2027. It getting announced for next year would make a lot of sense. It would make a hoopla level of sense, dude. Succumb to the hunger. Mario Kart World expansion? Did they say they had no plans? I thought they did for sure. I don't know if they said that, but yeah, I figure we're gonna get Mario Kart World DLC. I think we could get Mario Kart World DLC announced even as soon as tomorrow. Yeah. I was talking about that yesterday, Nembo Tavi, you know, like at some point this past week, about how I feel like Mario Kart World DLC would be perfect because Mario Kart World has felt a little bit like a wet noodle since its release. And while I had a blast playing it, and I'm not going to sit here and be one of those people who, like, you know, overlook the fact that I have had a ton of fun playing the game, I can't help but wonder, like, I don't know. It feels definitely like we deserve something else for that game. I'll just leave it at that. I feel like we deserve something else for that game. Whatever something else is, we like, whether it's a free update, you know, something. I just feel like they're neglecting that game, and it's supposed to be like, it's going to be a game that's going to be selling well throughout the whole generation. So they could totally take their time, right? Like, All right, we need a bunch more iron. Now we're entering this electrical era, and it is asking for tons of iron and tons of copper. We just need to keep mining. It's insane. We need so much iron and copper now. We just got to keep mining. All right, meanwhile, let's go finish building our house. We just need more sticks. And in order to get more sticks, we need bushes. And there's not a ton around here. Let's go back this way. We're going to let ourselves starve, and we're going to see what happens. 24-player knockout tour for Mario Kart World Rumors. Wait, what do you mean? Knockout tour is 24 players. Yeah, we've done knockout tour with 24 people before. Yeah, maybe there's something else to this. Maybe it means like, maybe it means tournaments, or maybe it means maybe it means tournaments, or maybe it means like some sort of online feature. Yeah, something like that, maybe. Something that, like, I'm not fully understanding. Did this go out? Oh, this went out. Oh, fuel her up. We need that. Fuel her up. We need this. All right, let's switch these tunes here. And we're going to jump over here. We do have another event here. All right, let's go ahead and give away a copy of this game. We do have another event, by the way. We have the India Games at 1 p.m. So we're hanging out and playing Solarpunk for another hour until India Games. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use the restroom, and then we're going to give away... I'm going to go use the restroom, and then we're going to give away another copy of Solarpunk. I have some copies of this game to give away for y'all today. The developers reached out, and they offered me a handful of copies for all of you. Like, I literally asked, can I get some stuff for all of you? And they were totally into that idea. So shout out. That's a W, right? That's a W for some developers for sure. Shout out to them being super cool about hooking me up with keys for all of you. All right, we need to make sure that we put everything in a chest, and we're going to let our character starve to death. We're going to figure out what happens when you starve in the game. So let me put everything away. Let me put all of my stuff away. All right, I put everything away, and we're just gonna see if we're gonna watch our characters starve to death. All right, here you guys go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab coffee, and I'm gonna tinkle. My coffee pot's definitely turned off. I'll be right back.
And a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants.
Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. What's gonna happen? We're almost there. I don't see our YouTube messages showing up in chat. They do. They should. Give it a try, YouTube chat. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Your messages pop up. They just go by a little fast, and they are a little delayed, yeah. What a Jedi's gotta do? And your Lord Vader, I'm coming for you. A Jedi's gotta do what a Jedi's gotta do, and Lord Vader, I'm coming for you. Oh, let me turn my camera back on. Yo. Midna, clear the browser history. She's sleeping right now. Nobody told me this part of being a pet owner. Nobody told me that I was gonna be filled with regret every day of my life that I can't spend time with my cat. Why nobody tell me that? I had to be filled with remorse that I can't spend time with my cat. Like every day, that's all I want to do is spend time with my cat, but I can't. I got stuff to do, man. I can't be spending time with her all day. It sucks. All right, what's happening? Am I dying yet? Yeah, dude, I just want to hang out with my cat all day, dude, and I can't. I have stuff to do, man. Sometimes I just catch myself laying there and petting her for like an hour, and I'm like, dude, I have so many things I need to do. I can't just sit here and pet her. Oh, all right, we're dying. So it looks like my HP's dropping. My HP's dropping. Oh no, we're starving. Quick, let me grab like a stick so we can see what it's like when you lose items. All right, let's see what happens with my stick in my inventory, if it's gonna like drop on the ground here. Oh no, we're blacking out. Oh no, we're blacking out. Oh no. Well, it's taken forever. No! Lost inventory location. All right, I wake back up. I'm back. Where did I respawn? Okay, I respawned back at the beginning of the game. Oh, wow. It's just like Minecraft. So as long as you don't fall off a cliff, and even if you do, maybe. All right, now let's see what happens when you fall off a cliff, since we're already dead and hungry. Let's go. Geronimo! Ah! Oh, I got an achievement on Steam for doing that. Sick! And look at that, just like good Minecraft servers, your chest appears before you fell off the cliff. So you guys, your stuff is fine. So the only way you can lose your inventory is if you die somewhere really, really far away from your base and you have to go back and hunt it down or something. That's where you're gonna have trouble. But the game isn't punishing you for dying at all. They're basically saying, all right, we're gonna make it a little trivial. We're gonna make you have to go to a location, right? Like, we're gonna make you go pick your loot up again. And here's the best part. If you didn't hear me say it earlier, this game has a difficulty setting where you don't drop your stuff at all. So like, if you want, you can play on easy where you don't need to drink and eat 50% of the time, and that you don't drop any inventory when you die anyways. So like, you have the option to just play the game on a simpler mode where you don't have to sit there and worry about starving and all that stuff, and you can just jam, you know, on the game and just have fun designing and playing around in this beautiful world that they've crafted, right? And that's so special. So I'm really happy that they understood the plot, so to speak, right? Where like, they understood that there are players out there that just want to relax. They don't want to like deal with all of that. That's really smart on their part for like fully embracing and understanding that, right? So all right, we got our food back. We're eating again. All right, let's give away that copy real quick. And let's get our inventory back. Grab everything we need. Grab our sticks, grab our stones, and grab our water, grab our tool, grab all this glass because we're designing right now. Let me go ahead and fix my inventory. Boom, 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 boom. Axe goes here. Well, I don't know why we're bringing the hoe with us every day. We can just put that in here. Let's grab our water. This is our backup water in case we go adventuring, even though I'm playing this game like it's Subnautica. And I can tell you right now, you don't need backup water like this. Like you maybe want a bottle, but like, as far as right now goes, I've been playing this game kind of like it's Subnautica and it's not that serious. And like, that's cool, you know, like it doesn't need to be that serious. I did go into this game hoping it would be a little bit more like fleshed out as far as like the survival side of things go, but I'm okay that it's not necessarily a super intense survival experience. Like, that's fine. You know, I wasn't expecting it to be that, but I was hoping that it would maybe have like a hardcore mode or something that I could like really sink my teeth into, you know, but you know, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. But I was kind of hoping for that, you know. Give me this. Yeah, like, you know, I love my death permanency, chat. You know I'm obsessed with that stuff. So, sign me up for that. All right, let's make another pickaxe real quick. We're gonna need it. And then we have enough iron and copper to make one new generator. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and make a drill, and we're gonna start drilling. So in order to drill, we need a little bit more copper, which means we need to go hunting copper with our airship. So those that haven't seen the airship yet, you're in for a treat because that's coming up next here. So let's go airship it up. Meanwhile, do we have 10 watermelons yet? I want to say we don't. We do. Hey, and we can even eat one. Hey. Nice. All right. Let me go and quickly make sure that we are watering all day, which requires me to get some wood here. Game mode extreme. Yeah, like I like that kind of gaming. I like real extreme survival. So maybe one day they will. This game just came out, and if it sells well and it does well and they keep supporting it, dude, we might be on to like the heels of like the next super cool survival game or something. You know, like this game could totally be like a pretty, like this game could grow, is what I'm trying to say, into something very special. That it's going to take hard work from them, and it's going to take the industry allowing it. And what I mean by that is this. I learned recently that the indie market is in shambles, and that a lot of the money in the indie market is gone, and that these companies are struggling to get their game in front of people, and they're struggling to get funding. And this is really sad, dude. It's really tragic. So what we can do as gamers is make sure we're wish listing, make sure we're taking more risk and trying more games out than ever before. Because apparently now the COVID boom is done and these companies are all falling apart, and it's really bad. It's like they'll release a game and then they'll just shut down the studio because they can't do anything but release it and just end their journey. And that's so tragic. So it's really bad actually for the gaming space right now, and for indie gaming. And while we don't have to turn it into like a doomer conversation, more so I'm trying to educate people for you guys to understand like our little home on the internet here, our little indie market that we love as gamers, it's not in a good place. And that sucks because these big wig companies aren't willing to fund projects that aren't going to give them live service Fortnite money, and these companies, it's coming down to the point of this. It's at the point now where indie games that have succeeded are making a point to fund more indie games because they know how bad it is. So it's like full circle. Indie is supporting indie because they have to, because it's just so bad. So like, I say all this again one more time to remind you just how important wish listing is, and how important it is where if you have the extra cash and you can take a risk on a game, go for it. Check out their demos. Leave a positive rating on Steam. Apparently, this stuff is way more important than I ever realized. And like, apparently the indie market is in a little bit of rough shape right now. I can't give you guys any more details. I don't know everything. I mostly heard about this from somebody that I trust via like YouTube. And, you know, so I can't keep speaking on it. Like, that's all I got for you. But just keep it in mind and maybe consider the words. Maybe consider if you want to continue seeing wonderful indie games. If you find a game out there that like really speaks to you, you know, support it, buy it, check it out, you know, and it's not within everyone's budget. So don't stress yourself out, but do what you can. And I think it matters. Yeah. Do what you can. I think it matters. I think we're just at a point now where anything helps with the indie space. I can't upgrade my airship yet. We'll figure it out eventually. All right, before we take this plunge here, let me go drink some water. Let's go ahead and give that game away. I know I've been delaying it, so we'll just go ahead and we'll knock it out now. All right, I gotta remember that jump is mega dangerous. I wanted to make sure the afternoon squad had a chance, though. That's why I've been delaying it. It's been nothing more than that. I just wanted to make sure the afternoon squad actually had a chance to win a copy, and it wasn't just the morning squad taking all the goodies. So thank you for being here early in the morning. It means a lot to me, but I want to make sure we're taking care of some of the other members of the community as well. All right, so let's go ahead and pick a couple winners here. I think Duel Master D probably ended up buying their own copy of the game. So I was maybe holding on to a copy for them, but I'm going to go ahead and give away both copies right now instead. I think Duel Master will understand. So without further ado, the first winner is Chaos Queen. And Chaos Queen, I'm going to go ahead and hook you up with a copy of this game right now. They could be lurking because we opened up this giveaway a couple hours ago, and that's okay. We're going to let them lurk, and we're going to just go ahead and give them a copy in their DMs. So, all right. And then we have one more copy to give away today. Again, this is all brought to you by the developers of the game. I can't say this enough. They reached out to me and said, hey, would you consider checking it out? Here's a pre-access look. I replied and said, hey, I'm doing a special event next week, and anything you can offer my community would go a long way. This community loves indie games. They're here for supporting indie, and anything goes a long way, man, especially in this economy, you know? And they replied and said, you're right. And here's access to a key portal, and you can take as many keys out as the portal will let you. And they let me take 4 keys out. One was pre-access. I gave it to a moderator to play ahead of time. I wanted to treat my mods. They really take care of us here. Shout out to Random Reject. He deserved it. And then I got 3 copies to give away to all of you. So without further ado, one more copy is going out there, and this one's going to Science Side. If you're out there, Science Side, congratulations. You just got yourself a copy of Solarpunk as well. Enjoy your copy of Solarpunk Science Side. And like I said, if you like the game, leave a good review for them. I think that might go a long way. If you're getting a free copy, leave them a review. I think it might really mean a lot to them.
Thank you for giving us such an amazing
and give them real
space on the
feedback.
internet.
Constructive feedback is
truly at home
welcome.
here, and this
Give them real
community
feedback.
Has helped me through many tough times each day, love.
Yeah, give them that real feedback. I think they'll actually really appreciate hearing from you. All right. Thank you, Pastel Constellations, for 8 months. And thanks for the follows coming in today. Welcome in here, daily check-ins. I know I've been a little bit out of sorts with keeping up with chat and saying good morning to everyone. So just thank you, everyone, for being patient. Thank you, everyone, for not giving me too hard of a time about it. If you didn't get a personal good morning from me, now's your chance to sound off. And thank you, Nugs, for helping with the Raccoon's question about the comments from YouTube. Good morning, Redberry. Jump in and let me know you're out there. I've been a little distracted. I've been letting myself enjoy this game. And I think you guys like that sometimes, right? I've been letting myself really enjoy this. And I hope you guys don't mind. But I have been missing my good mornings. So I just want to say just good morning, everyone. Welcome in here. Thanks for supporting my stream today. And this game is cooperative. I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately, but Daniel, if you can translate to English at all for me, but I believe I pulled the word cooperative out of your statement, and I can say this game is cooperative if that's what you're asking. There's 4-player co-op. So if anybody who just got a copy of the game wants to install it, we could test out the co-op real quick. I don't mind doing that. If you're busy, if you're working, don't stress. We can do some co-op stuff another day. I think this game is going to be a staple on the channel. I think I'm going to play it further along. I don't know how much, but just expect a handful of episodes for this game and a playlist on YouTube. I don't know how long we'll play it, but we're going to check it out for a couple streams. I'm having fun with it for sure. So on that note, I just want to quickly say thank you to all my support coming in. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in and watching the show. We've have an electric audience today. And if you didn't hear, we got a Nintendo Direct tomorrow at 10 freaking a.m. That's 2 hours into the stream. We'll be playing bingo. Come on by. We're going to be celebrating Nintendo. We got a whole 90 minutes of Nintendo to watch tomorrow. They're doing a treehouse as well. If you don't know, it's in interviews and stuff. So we're getting a 50-minute direct with a bunch of extra content on top. They'll be playing some games. They'll be talking about them. And there'll be a bunch of cuties on the screen telling us about Nintendo stuff. It's going to be a blast. I'm real excited. So come on by. I will be here live for extra credit. You're getting a whole another day on top of this marathon. That's 9 days we're going, and then your boy's taking 2 days off. I might even take a third day, but I really don't want to miss Friday. I love our Fridays. Even though the 3 days off is the beauty, the bliss, having the perfect 3 days off is always the best way to go. I think I will just take the 2. I'll let you guys know later. I don't have the schedule for this week up or anything. I've just been tired. So I'll decide. I might take the 3, but 2 also would be nice. I just need some time to like fix my house. Like my house is a mess right now. And I need to like, you know, do dishes. Well, I do dishes every day, but either way, I just have chores to do, and I also have stuff for my stream that I need to do. So, yeah, we're a little behind. I gotta go on YouTube and get some playlists and stuff going. Oh, I brought the watermelons, but we didn't need to bring them yet. We need 20 beeswax first. All right, so we'll come back. Let's go and grab ourselves some copper, and then we're gonna go. Let's grab some copper, and then we're gonna go and grab. Let's grab some copper here. And then we're going to go and make some more bees houses. I forgot that I can craft more than one bee house. So we can just get a bunch of honey going. Yeah, of course. You're good, Chaos Queen. No English? Portuguese? Hey, yeah, I don't speak Portuguese, unfortunately. Thank you, Jessica, for helping. Yes, thank you, Jessica. You're a legend, dude. Oh, Jessica, hold on a second, dude. Wait, I gotta make sure I'm not flying anywhere. Okay, hold on. We're gonna throw you VIP for 30 days. They jumped all the way over to the YouTube chat just to make somebody feel seen in our other chat that doesn't speak English. That is so special. That is a legendary move. Take 30 days on the house. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. Hey, thank you, Yanu. Yanu's also putting off some good comments on YouTube. Thank you, Yanu, as well. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, there's a thunderstorm. All right, we gotta go land. We gotta land. Let's get over here and land, and then we can weather the storm here. That's fine. That's fine. We can weather the storm here. That's cool. All right, let's go. Pull up and park. Yeah, we're gonna weather the storm here. It's not safe for us to be traveling out here. What up, Nembo Tavi? Not safe for us to be traveling out here. Let's just get as much copper as we can. Oh my gosh. Jump scare. Yo, thank you, Pastel. Appreciate it. Thanks for the love on YouTube today as well. And good to see y'all. Yeah, this game's fun. It's either this or Valheim. You're going to pick up this game today or Valheim. That's a tough choice. Both are good games. I don't know how well this plays on Switch 2 yet. Yeah, I haven't played it. I think a couple people in the community were planning on picking this up for Switch 2. So I'm sure we can get you some reviews soon. I know, Ren, dude, especially after the event. We went through a recap this morning, everybody. If you missed it, the start of the stream today was a conversation and recap, the first 2 hours. So you can go back in the VOD. You can see my thoughts about Summer Games Fest. We did a moderators pick section where all of our moderators, well, the ones that wanted to participate, shared their favorite games from this past week. And then I shared mine as well, which is awesome. So yeah, this game's only 2 devs. You know, dude, I grew up playing buggy games, as you know, Dual Master. So I'm never gonna judge a game for like being a little bit, having a little bit of, you know, quality of life adjustments. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm never gonna judge a game. I grew up playing games that like, I don't. Does anybody remember the Oblivion release? Does anybody remember the Skyrim release? Skyrim wasn't even playable day one, and that's a AAA developer. Wasn't even playable day one. Like, just not even playable on PlayStation 3. So, like, I'm never gonna give these little devs any kind of trouble, man. Yeah, it's fine, dude. A couple adjustments here and there, sometimes a little frustration. I am 8 days into streaming, so I'm, you know, maybe my frustration, my patience levels are a little thinner. But at the end of the day, I have nothing but respect for these developers, and it's okay if things are a little quirky. They're gonna fix it most likely. Most developers will go and clean their game up. You know, not all developers have the opportunity to, but most will. So I have nothing but faith that they're gonna do the same here, and over time it's gonna get a little better. Oh, and I found some food out here, which is so nice because your boy is hungry out here. All right, well, I'm kind of trapped. Here. I don't want to leave because I'm scared. I don't even know if I can make it home. I think we're going to try to go home, though. I think we're going to try to leave. Was that a lightning bolt that hit the ground? It was. Is it okay if we add you for co-op in the future? Yeah, you can add me on Steam, everybody. You can add me anywhere you want. Some places limit my friends list, but yeah, I'm on Steam. I'm highly in Descent. I have a Hyrule shield as my main picture, so there's no, you know, phonies out there. And you'll know it's me because it says that my first Steam game was Oblivion Game of the Year. That's how you know it's me. Yeah, Oblivion Game of the Year. That was my first Steam game ever. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Did they issue refunds to PS3 players back then? Yeah, sure. Probably the same rate at which they do it now, which is, you know, making you twist their arm to get it, but you know, I just waited and they patched the game after a day or two, and then the game was playable. But when I say playable, I mean literally just playable. I played thousands of hours of Skyrim on PS3, and I can tell you firsthand, it was at least playable. Might not have been much more than that though, but they did eventually make it playable. All right, here we go. We have to somehow try to make it back to our dock. Now, good thing our dock is going to show up on the screen. You see that? That's our dock over there that we're heading to. That's our dock over there that we're heading to here. But we can't see anything in this storm. 50 minutes, Deza, and a treehouse. Why did I hear you laugh like Ganon just now? Wait, what? To be fair, you should thank the devs. Yeah. I didn't do anything. I'm just some dude who's sitting here loading up video games. I gotta go up. So I'm getting used to traveling with the ship. It's like actual like plane controls where like down is up and up is down. It's pretty nice. I forgot where I was going for a second. Yeah, I don't think you can just... Oh wait, you can. You can just go up with space. I forgot. Yeah, you could just go straight up. I didn't have to do that. I forgot. The space bar lets you just go straight up, and then there's another key that lets you go straight down. So very intuitive controls. I forgot about that. I switched over to keyboard and mouse temporarily. Oh! All right, we're good. We made it. We're all right. We're all right. We made it. All right, let's go to bed, dude. It's way too dark. We can't see anything. Too fast to dock, yeah. All right, all right, all right, all right. I need all the sticks I can get, which is why I keep picking sticks up. I need a ton of sticks because I'm trying to build my greenhouse right now. CLYM will be glad if he gets bug reports so we can fix them. Yeah, I've actually submitted a bug report already myself in my free time, just to kind of help them. You know, there is an option to submit bug reports, so they're listening to the players. All right, well, I ran out of power, but it's raining, so it's okay, and we don't have a roof yet. So the actual perks of not having a roof in our greenhouse is that if I run out of power for my... If I run out of power, I can just, the rain will do the job for me. All right, let's go ahead and put 32 leaves in here. That's a great source of power. Oh, wait, we didn't need to do that. It's raining. Well... All right, we'll leave that wood in there for next time. Clip-worthy. I read a thing about all the bug reports Paralives got, and someone was like, does this mean the game is bad, or do players truly care about the game? And all I could say was, what kind of question is that? Yeah, that is kind of a silly question, I suppose. All right, we need to build more bee houses because we need 20 beeswax and we don't collect this stuff fast enough at all. So let's go ahead and see what we need to make bee houses real quick. I need wood and sticks. Sticks for everything. Sticks are just the thing in this game. Sticks for everything. 30 minutes till lunch. I'm hungry. I would be surprised if Nintendo Direct reveals Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. I think I agree with that. I could see that game coming to the Switch too, though. That would be sick. That would make me so happy. But yeah, maybe it's too soon for that announcement because remember, Last Ronin didn't even show gameplay. So if I had to guess, that game is like still actually kind of far out from like development. Like they still got some time to cook, I think. If I had to guess. 1, 2. All right, 2 more bee houses. Oh, you can't put them so close to each other. They have to be kind of separate from each other. All right. Now we're going to collect a lot of honey. Let's go ahead and get some wood in here. Let's go ahead and get some wood in here. All right. Dropping off the sand. We're finally eating good. We're finally eating good, dude. We finally have like a stack of food that's like worthy of mention. Yeah, like we were kind of like running out of food kind of fast before. It's nice. All right, we have 1 energy generator. I think we're almost ready to start crafting our drill. Yes, yes, dude. We need 2 more copper for a drill. And we already have a cable ready to go. And we only need the 1 cable. All right, 2 more copper, and we're going to get our first drill going, which seems so rad. I'm so excited for automation in this game, dude. I'm so excited. All right, drill incoming. All right, let's go. This bad boy's about to be collecting us all sorts of iron. All right, drill activated. All right, generator activated. Sticking that in here. Oh, I need another freaking power source. Dang it. All right, how much does that cost to make? Can you move? Yeah, you can move the survival book, I think. I put mine on the corner of my workbench. I think you need to use your axe and demolish it. Yeah. I put mine there. Isn't that cute? The survival book helps, by the way. Don't sleep on it. It's actually useful. It definitely gave me some tips at the beginning that I wouldn't have otherwise figured out. Aren't other TMNT games on Switch? Yeah, they are. Dude, Aurora, we got a direct. Yeah, what if Square Enix saved some announcements for Nintendo? Wouldn't that be sick? All right, look at this, dude. Yo, we got an automatic drill going. Yo. I'm so excited about automation. Now we don't have to mine iron anymore. Now we need to get this going on the copper planet as well, the copper island. All right, my axe is about to break. I'm just going to let my axe break. All right, nice. Saplings. Saplings all around. Convert. Nice, we got a bunch of sticks out of that. Collect. How long does it take? There's nothing in here yet. I wonder how long it takes. This could be the slow burn, dude. I wonder how long this is gonna take. One ore. All right, the slow burn. Let's get this in here. We're gonna need this. We're gonna need this to max out our fuel here. All right, cool. Let's go. I had to step away, but I just saw we got a direct. I guess I lost my channel points. You did. You did lose the channy points. All right, grab this. Cook this. This can go in here. And we are definitely feeling really good about copper all of a sudden, which is nice. But now we're like super low on iron again. Good thing we have automation coming. And then, do we have any more sand? We don't. All right, let's just get this sand in here cooking. And then let me grab some clay. We'll cook that as well. I'm trying to just cook everything at this point. All right, we got our bee houses. All right, I need to make a new pickaxe. And then I guess we're just gonna make a regular axe because I don't have the iron for otherwise. Drop this off. Okay. Now, have we picked up enough sticks to build our greenhouse? No, we haven't. Sticks are really becoming a problem. Oh, I know exactly where to find some more sticks. Also, I think I can get more out of here, actually. No, okay. I forgot that I just opened up these new areas for exploring. So you can get leaves or sticks out of bushes, but it doesn't seem like it's always guaranteed. You can get sticks out of not fully grown trees, which is kind of nice. You can't see shiz at night. No, you need to get a bed ASAP for nighttime. Yeah. You need to get a bed and just sleep through the night. Oh, this game's fun so far, Poker Queen. Hey. Yeah, I am liking this game a lot, and I gave it a pretty positive review overall. I went into it hoping for a certain style of survival game, and it didn't deliver that for me personally, but instead it's delivering on exactly what it says it's going to deliver on, which is a cozy survival game, which again almost doesn't even sound real, right? Like, how do you make a cozy game but also be survival? Welcome to Solarpunk. It works. It's working. It's chill. There's no monsters attacking you, but you need to watch your food, and you got to be careful about fall damage, right? And you got to be careful about thunderstorms, and you got to watch your footing and not fall off a cliff because you're on floating islands. So there's plenty of ways to die, but they're all the coziest deaths possible. It's all the coziest deaths you could imagine, all right? It's falling to your death from a sky island. It doesn't get much cozier than that. It doesn't. Would that vampire game be a cozy horror game? You're talking about the vampire farming game? I guess you could kind of slide that into that category. Yeah, Solarpunk does make you think it would be like a different genre game. Yeah, that's actually really funny, exhaustion. All right, let's go up here and see if we can collect some more stickadoos. Don't mess with your stuff if I'm in and out of your stream, or should I leave it on and muted so it doesn't mess up your records? Oh, no, don't worry at all, Shy Chai. So to tell you how it works, though... Wait, why am I missing my jump? So to tell you how it works is that leaving up a lurk matters a lot, because unfortunately, and Twitch is a system, it's built on this idea that the more viewership you have, the more desirable of a streamer you are to watch, which is obviously not true, but that is kind of how Twitch works. So while I'm always going to say lurking helps so much for the growth of any streamer, including myself, I want to remind you that to not pressure yourself to do anything. Don't think about it too hard. If you can be here to support, please, thank you. If you got to step away, if you're in and out, if you're clicking on other streams, if you're watching something else, if you're at work, don't worry. Don't worry. Just throw me up when you can, lurk when you can, and just relax and enjoy the show. No worries one bit. Thank you for asking. And lurking does go a long way, so I wanted to be honest and at least talk about that. But I don't want you guys worrying too much. You know, just focus on what you got going on in your personal journey. Pop in and support when you can. I could never, ever ask for anything else. Thank you. Thank you for being so considerate. Does Twitch ever peg lurkers for viewbotting? No, not really. So Twitch has been changing their systems up recently, and there's a lot of people who feel like maybe lurkers have been getting considered as viewbots in some cases. It's not really backed up with any evidence besides for a lot of very precise, specific moments that are all very biased towards that one person's, situation. So in all reality, there's really no proof to back it up. It's kind of a dicey, it's kind of like a hard conversation to talk about. But that being said, the general answer to that is no. And so far, we have to go off of what Twitch says to us, right? Like, we can't, you can totally question Twitch, but like, all we can go off of is what they've told us. And all they've taken the time to tell us is that lurkers are fine and lurkers are safe and they're not being considered anything but lurkers. And that lurking on a stream, up to 2 streams per 1 IP address is the limit. You can count as a lurker and you can count as a viewer in up to 2 streams per IP address. So that's it. That's all we really know. So no, I don't think lurkers are being dinged as bots or anything like that. It seems like everything's okay on that front. Now would Twitch want to tell us if there was something wrong or something? Maybe not. Maybe they would like to keep the information to themselves. Maybe, who knows, right? But I'm just here to tell you what the facts in the space, because there's too much speculation out there, and the facts should matter, right? Facts are important. So yeah, that's all we know factually. And then we just have a bunch of like nuance, like people have experienced certain things, you know. So here's a big one, just a real quick, like as a segue out of this conversation. If you didn't know this, small creators or creators in my chat in general, if you didn't know this, when you run an ad, your viewership fluctuates. So anytime an ad runs, you're going to see your viewership fluctuate between like a huge amount, because the ad blockers cause problems. Sometimes when people go and watch an ad, all of a sudden it doesn't count them as a viewer anymore. So just a heads up on that. If you ever see your viewership fluctuating, and if you ever are convinced that your lurkers aren't counting, you might want to start paying attention to when you run ads, and you'll actually like physically see your viewership fall off, and then it comes back maybe 5 to 10 minutes after the ad plays. So if you are a creator who's convinced that like Twitch is taking down the lurkers, you should first probably check that and see if maybe you're not fully understanding how that works. Right? And that might help you find like a solution to what's going on for yourself. So that is a thing. That is a thing that happens. Like the other day when I switched categories and freaking Twitch ran an ad that I didn't even approve, right? I saw my viewership fluctuate a bunch. So it's like for sure a thing that happens. Like I saw it before my eyes. I was like, whoa. it was like very apparent. I was just like, oh dog. So that is a thing. I suppose there's a trade-off if you're running ads. It could mess with your metrics a little bit. All right, almost nighttime. We're gonna have to sleep, and then we're going to Copper Island again. And now we have our bee houses going, so we're getting triple the amount of honey that we were getting before. Triple the amount of honey that we were getting before. Before that, so now we should be able to get that 20 honey real fast. What's your thoughts on Scooby-Doo Origins? So what's going on with Scooby-Doo Origins? Is this some kind of Netflix game, or is it a show or something? I know Duel Master brought it up earlier. Yeah, check my whispers. I want a code. Yeah, congratulations, man. Would you mind giving it to someone else? I don't think this game is for me. Oh yeah, sure, we can do that. No problem. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to grab another stack of leaves. I'm going to drop that off. I wonder if we can burn cotton as like a fuel, because I have a lot of that laying around. Let me grab these 16 wood. Let me grab a bunch of glass, and let's go finish our greenhouse, which is awesome. Let's go. All right, our bricks are done cooking. Our glass is cooking, and then don't we have some iron ore in here I need to cook up? 16. That's a lot of iron ore. Nice. Nice. We needed all that iron real bad. I don't mean to be ungrateful. No, you're fine, dude. You're totally chill. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're fine. Don't even think about it that heavily, man. If anything, you're blessing the community because you're offering it to someone else. If anything, we should be thanking you for not taking it so somebody else has a chance to win it. Instead of just taking it and being shy about it, and then the game just sits in your library, and then you don't play it. Doesn't that sound like the worst scenario here? I think so. That would suck, right? Like, that sucks. Like, thank you. Thanks for not just taking it and then not saying anything. Like, that would have sucked. I think everyone here is pretty happy about that decision. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Do we have to re-enter? No, I did not delete entries yet. You guys are good. Thanks for asking. You do not have to re-enter. Let's go ahead and fill up our fuel here. Let's grab some more iron. Oh, we are farming up iron now, my boys. We are farming up iron now. All right, let's finish up our greenhouse if we can. All right, we got our roof. Boom, 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 boom. Woof, we're not done yet. We're out of sticks again, dude. Now, I gotta remember, I can make sticks out of wood. I keep forgetting. I can make sticks out of wood. I keep forgetting that that's an option. Very Minecraft adjacent with that decision. All right, let's go grab some more wood real quick. We have 25 minutes till the India Games Showcase. We have a game showcase. India Games, all games focused from the, I believe it's Indian, like India developers. And then maybe, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just it. I think it's just games focused from India developers. A showcase we never got a chance to watch on this channel yet, so I'm excited to see what games we're gonna see. We might see some repeats like we have all week, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see a game or two that we haven't had a chance to see yet. Our greenhouse is finally completed. I'm so happy, dude. I think we should put a foundation here so we can walk in and out smoothly. Dude, I'm so happy. Look how far we've come. The greenhouse looks great, dude. Look how freaking far we've come. Got some bricks in here. Got some watermelons to eat. Plant my seed. Put that there. Does the Southeast Asian Game Showcase exclude India? I don't think so. But I think the goal here was to give India a more focused show as well. Maybe there's just enough games coming out of India that they needed their own separate show as well. But good question. I was wondering the same thing when I saw the announcement, and I don't really have a solid answer for you. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But yeah, good question regardless. All right, we have a ton of copper all of a sudden. And then a bunch of iron as well. So now, are we ready to build... Wait, what's the next thing that we're gonna make then? Hold on, I need to go check my crafting tables and stuff. What are we making next? What are we researching next? All right, we need... Research level 5, we need wheat. We have not found wheat yet. I think we need to get an upgrade for our ship. We need 20 wax to trade. We need 20 wax to do some trading. And we're waiting on that right now. We have 11, 12, 13, 14. Once we do that trade, I think we're going to make some progress. I'm going to grab those watermelons for some food. All right. And then I think we're chilling on making energy stuff, but I would like to get a drill going on the copper island, because then we just have unlimited copper for a long time, right? So why don't we do that? Why don't we get a drill going on Copper Island, which is going to take a ton of copper. So we need an energy generator. And we need some cables. And then we need the drill itself, which is a little bit more iron. All right, so we're going to go take that. We're taking this whole setup over to the Copper Island before it gets dark. And we just got to bring a bunch of fuel, even though there's like wood there. Let's just grab a little bit. Let's grab another stack of wood, and let's grab some leaves. We might need those. All right, that's fine. All right, let's go. Let's go to Copper Island and get that going. And then I'm going to go quickly get some of the iron that we left in here. You can find your loot again. Yeah, if you die, you're not like completely screwed. Yeah. which is pretty nice. All right, let's get this going. I want to fill up my fuel here always because I want to make sure that we're drilling 24/7. And now that I put a roof on my greenhouse, I have to do the same thing here actually. I want to make sure that we have this running water just 24/7. So we're going to go ahead and do that as well. So I think it's real life time. I think it's 12 minutes in real life that these sprinklers last. I think all of the time indicators in this game are real life time. So I think that we have 12 minutes of power on both of our devices now. And I'm wondering if maybe you can hook up multiple generators. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Maybe we can hook up multiple generators. Right? And then we can have even longer power, like power for longer. Yeah, I wonder if that's a thing. All right, we're definitely running out of wood, but that's okay because we can just farm up a ton of wood. All right. I'm kind of waiting for this honey to finish, but all right, we still need 2 rotations. All right, let's get back to our airship, and then we're going to give away this copy from Cyan's side. This is a copy that was given away to a copy that was given away. Which is the best. We like that. All right, let's go ahead and put ourselves in drive mode. And then we can actually go ahead and pull the camera. The game actually keeps playing when you pause. I don't know if the game has a pause. So like, look, we're still flying towards that. All right, and the winner is Shadows Benji. Shadows Benji. All right, we better get back into the game real quick. And we're parked. Beautiful. I wish the music would keep playing when you got off of the ship. All right, Shadows Benji, congratulations, my dude. Yo, homie, you just got a copy of Solarpunk. I'm going to drag that over here to you. Enjoy your game, my dude. Enjoy your game. What's up, Midna? What's up? You want some pets? You want some love? You don't want to come sleep for the chat today? No? No, not at all? Come on, dude. Come sleep. The chat likes you. So what? What? Come on. Don't say that. We love you. Okay, yeah. Maybe later? All right. She said maybe later, y'all. She said maybe later. Aw, you just want all the pets. Now that I've started petting her during my stream this week, because we were doing like a very free-form week where I wasn't worried about my entertainment value, now all of a sudden she thinks that she can just show up here in the middle of my stream and just get pets every freaking second of the day. I opened up a can of worms and I can't close the can back up, chat. I can't close the can back up. We're screwed. We're locked in for life. All right, we need a power source. We need a drill. We need that to that. And we need fuel. Put this all the way up to 12 minutes. And we're drilling, baby. We're drilling, baby. We got the copper drill going. All right, let's get as much resources as we can from here. While we're here, just grab everything we can from this area. We need sticks. We need leaves. She's definitely training you well. Yeah, she got me, dude. Yeah, we're talking about you, little cutie. Yeah, she got me, dude. Now she knows she can get pets during the stream. See, I was stoic. For the first 60 days of her being home, I didn't give her attention while I was streaming, very little. I would just ignore her meows because I didn't want her to build the habit of coming in here and expecting my attention, because I do take my show really serious. Like, I barely let humans interact with me while I stream, let alone a cat. Well, turns out I like cats more than humans, and I am in fact willing to let my show be interrupted by a cat. So I learned a lot about myself today. I learned a lot about myself, all right? And here we are. So yeah, mood, yeah. turns out there is something that is I'm willing to let interrupt my stream. No, there's only 2 creatures on planet Earth that I let interrupt my stream. There's 3. My lady friend, my cat, and my landlord. I will let my landlord come and interrupt the show if he needs to. Because, like, you know, that's like my house. This is like where I live. Like, if homie wants my attention, I kind of have to give it to him. Especially being on a month-to-month lease. Dare I do anything to piss this dude off? All right, nice. They ended up announcing a direct. Yes, dude. And we're going to be directing all of you to come tune in tomorrow. 10 a.m. Eastern, 50-minute long direct, Tater Tot, with a treehouse after it. A treehouse after. They're giving us the whole kit and caboodle, or something like that. Isn't that what they say? We're getting a treehouse after, which is usually, for those that don't know, a treehouse usually means maybe 1 to 2 games being played live in front of us with commentary and interviews. We don't know what game it's going to be. It could be Star Fox, it could be Splatoon Raiders, and it also could be Fire Emblem. Otherwise, it could be something we don't know, right? It could just be like a brand new game. Like, they could announce a game during the direct and then say, come watch us play the game after the direct. So it could be something brand new as well. I hope it's not Star Fox, because we don't need to see more Star Fox. Personally, it's like, what else do we need to see about that game? I'm going to be a little selfish here. It's a remake of a game from 20 years ago. I don't need to see more Star Fox. Now, Fire Emblem would make sense because apparently we haven't seen any gameplay from Fire Emblem. But I'm going to be real with y'all. They've never done a treehouse for a Fire Emblem game ever before. I swear. Listen, this is a pretty bold take because my memory ain't that good nowadays. But I'm going to be honest. I don't think they've ever done a treehouse specifically for a Fire Emblem. Because Fire Emblem games don't really need to be showcased. Think about it, they just don't. Like, you show off a trailer and that's it. You don't really need more. So I don't think Fire Emblem is one of the games. I just don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think it's gonna be one of the games. So on that note, I think it's gonna be maybe Star Fox. I think Splatoon Raiders makes a ton of sense. I think they're gonna start ramping up the marketing for Splatoon Raiders. Think about it. We don't really know much about Raiders at all, and Splatoon is one of their biggest franchises. So I think we see Splatoon Raiders for sure. I just don't see them, they're going to take the opportunity to show us that game and show us how fun it is and, come check out the new Splatoon game. So I feel like Splatoon Raiders happens, and then maybe one other surprise game would be really cool. Yeah, I think Splatoon Raiders makes sense. By the way, 10 minutes. 10 minutes for the next showcase, all right? So stick with us. We're going to do another day or two of Solarpunk. And we're going to play more of this game over time. We are going to be doing a couple episodes of this game. I'm loving it. Are you guys liking it? Feel free to be honest, everyone. I'm asking because I want to know your true opinion. Do you want to see more of this game, or are you bored out of your mind? Be honest. H says yay or nay. Just be honest. Nobody's going to get mad at you if you have a different opinion. Like, I'm asking for a reason. Do you want to see more of this game, or would you rather me play something else? Be selfish with your answer. Be selfish. If there's other games you'd rather watch me play, then say that. But like, if this game is cool and you guys want to see more of it, I think I want to play more of this game on the channel. I'm really liking it. I'm not saying I'm going to commit to a full playthrough, but like, I really want to see where the game goes in automation. You know what I mean, dude? Like, I want to see where the game goes. Anybody else? I want to see, like, how deep is the automation going to go? Are we going to be able to build, like, massive bases of Factorio levels, or is it just going to be like this? Like, I don't know what this game's bringing to the table, but I'm not really in the mood to decorate, so I'm going to be playing it just for the automation stuff. Yeah, Grand Bazaar is something I want to play, yeah. Yeah. Right now, the stream docket could be summarized as this. Animal Crossing mornings. I want to get back and finish Stardew Valley's playthrough this July because we have Fields of Mystery are coming in August. So I think Stardew for July and maybe the second half of June. So we can just finish that because we're doing it 100%. It's going to take a while. So that we can be ready for Fields of Mystery. So that's Stardew, Animal Crossing. Grand Bazaar, I said I would play it until we get married, and I want to do that sooner than later. Maybe as soon as this week, but I would rather play and finish Mina the Hollower this weekend, because I'm probably taking 2 or 3 days off. So I won't be back till Friday or Saturday anyways, after the direct tomorrow. We will be here tomorrow, to be clear. So I'm thinking maybe we just finish Mina the Hollower this weekend, or try, and then we do Grand Bazaar the following week. And we don't have a ton of Grand Bazaar left, to be fair. We're pretty close to getting married. We just have to like go through the motions a little bit further. Okay, now so what did I cover so far? Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, Grand Bazaar. All right. Mina the Hollower, I want to finish it and move on. And then there's Zelda. Zelda is looming over, and I think we're going to start Zelda's 2 Link's Adventure for Saturday morning cartoons next Saturday. So the Saturday of the 18th, the week of the 18th. I think it's like the 20th. So I do have some Zelda planned as well, which is why I want to finish Mina the Hollower, because it feels weird to have Zelda and Mina rotated. I don't really like that. So that's it. That's all I have to say for now. So then go ahead and add maybe Solarpunk to a little bit, just a little bit of Solarpunk, just kind of picking at it. And then on June 18th, we have Elliot the Millennium Tales. Has anybody been keeping up with Elliot the Millennium Tales? June 18th, we have Elliot the Millennium Tales. It looks like a Zelda game, but like an RPG. Like, I don't know, man. It looks great. That's what it looks. It looks fucking great. And we're going to be playing that, but I don't know if we're going to play it on release or not, because I might need some time to like do some other stuff. So I want to play that. This list keeps going. I'm the man of a million missions, apparently. So keep your ears perked up. We got more. Then we also have the return of Disney Dreamlight Valley soon, because they reached out again with more sponsorship opportunities. And I took a big break from being sponsored by them because I wanted to just like stop playing that game a bunch, and I wanted to stop like putting ads in front of your face all day for that game. And now that I took about a 3 to 6 month break away from it, I am ready to come back, and there's a bunch of sponsorship opportunities this month and early July. I can't say too much. I'm already saying a little too much. I'm probably like, because I'm under NDA, but there's just stuff coming and I'm going to be a part of it. So DDV stuff is on the horizon as well. Now, you might be asking, well, how are you going to do all this stuff? I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. It might take a lot of long streams. Either way, these are just all ideas. Will everything come together perfectly? I don't know. I also want to play that Rugrats Retro Collection. I want to play that as well. That sounds great for just a 1-day stream, like a one-off stream. Some Rugrats, dude. I want to check that out. It looks awesome. So I have a lot of stuff I want to do. I'm going to try to do it all. I'm probably not going to be able to do it all, and that's fine. We're going to do our best to just do as much as we can. So I have Chibi Robo episodes out there. They're just probably not released on YouTube. They might be. I would look it up. I didn't end up finishing Chibi Robo, but we played a good amount of Chibi Robo. So just a heads up on that one. That game is out there. I've played a good chunk of Chibi Robo. I just unfortunately didn't finish it. I really wanted to. So you might want to go check out the VODs on YouTube, and you might find some Chibi Robo content if you would like to see it. Now, will I go back and finish that game someday? I would really like to think so. I think about it all the time, actually, weirdly enough. So we'll see. But yeah, there is some VODs out there. Another question, any chance for Oblivion night streams in the future? So if we go back to Oblivion, we're actually doing a brand new playthrough, and I'm going to play it on the Switch 2 instead. Just for the record, didn't Oblivion Remastered Edition get announced for Switch 2? Or did I make that up? Did I make that up? Was that just a rumor? Or is that a reality? I don't know. I believe so. I think it is out on the Switch 2, or it's coming. That's how you're going to get Oblivion content from me, because unfortunately the remastered edition runs my computer into the ground, and that's why we stopped playing it. If you guys remember, it's really tragic. So Oblivion remaster content could happen, but if it happens, it's going to be a brand new playthrough, unfortunately. We'll probably do the same shtick though, the puncher, the fister, because it was fun. And that would be a Switch 2 playthrough, and that's something I would like to do, but Dear Diary, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, because I already have so much going on. So don't hold your breath on that one for too long. I will also note that No Man's Sky is somewhere in the stratosphere of this conversation as well. Just throwing that out there. Because if I do some night streams, I think I'd rather show up with a little bit more No Man's Sky for at least a couple more months before we leave it, because I just didn't quite finish my No Man's Sky journey with all of you. We took a break, but that's the game that I would prefer to do during night streams alongside community game nights for now. Once I finally say, okay, enough is enough, and we're done with No Man's on stream for a little while, then I think we could start a brand new night playthrough. I have some ideas for a night playthrough I'd really like to do. For example, I'm going to say it out. Here it comes. Metroid Dread. And I have some other ideas of stuff I'd like to do for a night stream playthrough as well. But again, that's all subjective. Right now, since night streams are just starting to make a comeback after a couple of months, I don't want to commit to anything. I don't really know what I'm doing with nights right now. I almost think some nighttime Animal Crossing is in order. I think it's been a while, and I'd like to do a little bit of that maybe. And it sounds like y'all would be down to see more of this game. Okay, cool. I wanted to scroll up and make sure. So yeah, that was all a mouthful, but since some of you guys were asking, I wanted to go ahead and just give you guys some tea on what to expect from the channel over these next couple weeks and months. And I forgot to mention Star Fox, but you know, Star Fox is the kind of game that you play for a weekend and then you probably don't go back to unless you do multiplayer or something. So that's not one we're terribly stressed out about. I will be playing Star Fox for sure. I'll probably just play through the story once or twice, and then maybe try to do some multiplayer. I definitely don't plan on going crazy with Star Fox. But I am excited about it. I do love Star Fox. I'm a pretty big fan of the franchise. All right, we finally got enough wax, everybody. We can go drop off the wax. Oh, and the India Game Showcase just started. We gotta go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and save the game, and we're gonna throw that up really quick. And yeah, dude, that was beautiful. How'd you guys enjoy some Solarpunk? We played since 10 a.m., so 3 hours of Solarpunk felt pretty good. I made a lot of progress. I'm freaking loving that game, dude.